I can see it now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, can someone say something real quick? I just gotta make sure the audio is being captured.
Yo, 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 yo,
Thank you,
yo,
Hello,
yo.
Foster.
hello,
Bah,
hello,
bah.
It is
poggers,
working.
Sibilance, sibilance.
Okay, so let's see.
Appreciate the
How is
help,
this?
everyone. Let's see. Close these windows out. Alright,
Darn.
let's finish creating these characters so we can start playing. We got one for almost everyone. Let's see, did we lose some players? Johnny left? Alright, let me erase this stuff.
Really cold.
Okay. So, continuing, we're gonna go with class next. So your class is your role in the party, your set of skills. Right, it's your job. So, there's 7 classes to pick from. There's 4 human classes, 3 demi-human classes. The first 4 classes include, these are the human classes by the way, Cleric, Fighter, Magic User, and Thief. Basically, Clerics are holy men. Their role is to protect the party against evil, right? Use their faith in God to fight undead. Then there's Fighters. These are fighting men. Their role is to fight naturally. They have fighting skill. In our game, we have a house rule where they have 2 attacks at level 1. They get more further up at level, I think, expert level, level 4, and name level, or title level, which is 9 and 14 at max. So, yeah, fighting skill gives you an extra attack. Just like White Box, you get more attacks against lower hit die monsters.
Yo!
So, other than that, then there's a magic user, men who use magic. So these cast spells, of course, very powerful spells. They're very hard to come by, right? And it's very limited as well, but very powerful and useful. With a large group of magic users, you can clear dungeons quite quickly.
Hey, what's he?
Um, then we got thieves. Thieves have a bunch of skills that help them hunt monsters and treasures down, right? This includes anything you think a thief could do: moving silently, listening for noises, finding and removing traps, picking locks, picking pockets, right? Climbing your surfaces, and in combat, they can backstab. Alright, so those are the human classes. Now on to the demi-human classes. The first of them are dwarves, very good at fighting and exploring the underground. They have many skills to help them explore and navigate the underground, so they're good scouts in dungeons. They can also see a little better in the dark than other classes. Then we have elves. Elves are very good at fighting and using magic. Okay, and then we have halflings. They're very good at fighting and hiding. So there's a lot of things that halflings can and cannot do due to their small size. So keep that in mind as well. They're so small, right? They're very incapable, but very capable at certain things, right? So that's the trade-off. Um, you all will pick a class now. We're going to start from top with Ben. Based on your abilities, Ben, I'm going to give you some recommendations, right? So I do not recommend you play a magic user or elf due to your low intelligence. Any other class is very good for you. Highly recommend fighter, dwarf, or halfling to you.
I'm
Or
actually
thief.
going to take Thief.
Yeah, thief is good too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with Thief.
Good to go. All right, thank you. And Irene, it's your turn. My recommendations to you, due to your high wisdom and decent strength, I'm going to recommend cleric or fighter to you. Maybe even dwarf as well. What do you think? Miss Irene, can you hear us?
She's fixing her mic. She's talking in the chat right now.
Okay, very well. Alright, you try to fix your mic, we'll come back to you. Okay? Juwan, your turn. So,
Yeah, so what do you recommend?
based on your high wisdom and dexterity, I highly recommend cleric or thief.
I'm going to go with Thief.
Alright, good to go.
Yeah.
The more scouts, the more thieves, right? Treasure hunters you got, the better. So, now we're your turn. Decent strength, high intelligence, pretty good dexterity as well. I recommend any class but cleric for you. Would mostly maybe recommend magic user, elf, fighter,
Hello. Oh, I fixed it. I'm
or
sorry.
thief. Welcome back.
I love magic.
You want to play magic user?
Yeah.
Alright, good to go. Zane? Or actually, we're gonna go back
Yes.
to Irene real quick. Irene,
Okay.
were you able to hear us earlier? We were picking classes.
Yeah, I was able to hear. I just was asking for a reminder on what a cleric does. I
Yep.
completely.
They pray.
They pray.
Ah, you
Yeah, they're
scared me.
very
Don't do
faithful.
that.
Yes, you're
Can
undead.
I still pick something even though you don't recommend it?
Yes, that's fine. We can make adjustments.
I'm picking elf.
Elf?
So
Okay.
sorry. I'm an elf enjoyer.
We do have to raise your intelligence. Elves need to require a minimum of 9 intelligence. Your intelligence is 5. So we'd lower your. I can maybe lower your strength and intelligence down by a total of 4 points to raise it to 7, which still might not be enough actually. So sadly, the closest you can
Oh
get to an
no.
elf is magic user or fighter for this one.
I'll do fighter then.
Alright, good to go.
But you
Thank you for
could buy an elf potion.
understanding. True.
I didn't hear what the first option was, so I just picked fighter.
Good to go. The other one was
Read us
magic
the
user.
options.
Uses magic.
Oh wait, I want.
Mm.
Wait, I lied.
Be
I
a
want
magic user.
magic. I want to be a magic user.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
lied to you.
Yeah. You're a lying magic user. You're in the school of deception.
She needs charm person.
Illusion
Alright.
magic.
Let's see, Zane, it's your turn.
Yes.
So,
I'm gonna choose fighter.
alright, good choice. You have a lot of constitution. Everything else is very average. Right, no flaws, no talents. Except very tough, very tough and quite a good leader. Okay. Everyone has chosen their class that need to choose a class. So now we're gonna roll hit points. Hit points is how hard your character can get hit before they're killed. Okay? So the average man has around 2 hit points, the average woman or child has around 1 hit point, right? Ben, your thief, has 1 to 4 hit points, and you have a +1 bonus due to your high constitution. So we're gonna roll a d4.
Yes.
You get 2 + 1, 3 hit points. That's really good for a thief. Most thieves I've seen
I might
recently
survive.
start with 1. Irene, you're a magic user. You're very tough though. One of the toughest out there. You get +2 bonus due to your constitution. You also get 1 to 4 hit points. So 1 to 4 + 2. Alright, so
What does
this
that mean?
number. Oh, you're very lucky. 4 + 2. You are a burly, tough, very tough magic user. She is very tough. 6 hit points.
Woo.
Okay.
Am I supposed to write that down? I don't know what I was.
Yeah,
I
go ahead
don't
and
know
write
what
that
I'm
down.
writing
You
Go
have
in
6 hit points. How many times you can get hit before you're killed. Or how much damage you can take before you're killed.
Okay. Thank you.
Our thief here has 1 to 4 hit points. This is Joan's thief. He's gonna start with 3. No adjustments. Now we're our medium. 1 to 4 hit points. No bonus. No penalties. Starting with 3. Okay, this group is getting pretty lucky with all those 3s. The last group I just had yesterday, they all had like a bunch of 1s. So, Zane, your fighter, +2 bonus due to high constitution, 1 to 8 hit points, +2. You probably might get a really good roll or unlucky. Let's see, 4 + 2, 6, really good. Okay, 6 hit points for a fighter. And then now it's
Affirmative.
items. So we're gonna move on to items. Pay attention closely on your turn. Everyone else just kind of stand by. You can listen if you want so you know what everyone else has. But this is your list of equipment. This will perhaps make the difference of what you're actually capable of doing. Your second set of abilities, naturally. If you have a pickaxe, you can mine that. Alright, so that's an ability. So, we're gonna start with Ben. We're just gonna quick buy you equipment. Just to get this game onward. You know, in the future you're gonna make your own money and you can spend it however you wish. But this is your starting equipment.
Right.
So you got 10 silver's worth of equipment. We're gonna start you off with a set of clothes, a key. You can use this to lockpick.
Okay.
Yep, like your lockpicks. That's already 3 of your silver spent. Next, we're gonna spend. Do you want a better missile weapon or a better melee weapon?
Missile.
Very good choice. I'm gonna let you pick between the different bows. You can pick short bow, long bow, crossbow. Those are your options.
Let's go for
Or
short
sling.
bow.
Short bow. Okay. So it's gonna be 3 of your silvers. Bring this down to a 2. Okay. Get your short bow and 20
Can
arrows.
I request a poll? Okay. Can I request a poll?
A pole? Yep, definitely we'll get you a pole. So a 10-foot pole.
Okay.
So we'll get you a short bow, 20 arrows, and then we'll get you your 10-foot pole. We'll get you a tinderbox. We'll get you, so it's already 4 coppers. We'll get you 3 flasks of oil. These are not flaming oil, they're just normal oils. Okay. And we'll get you a lantern, costs 1 of those silvers. The last crew I had in real life has been utilizing the angler fish tactic. You can try that too with your pole and lantern. Let's see. We have you starting with a 50-foot rope. We're gonna start you with, let's go with, we got 1 silver left. We'll get you a pickaxe. We'll get you, a small hammer and 2 iron spikes. Or actually 1 iron spike and 1 bandage.
All right, sounds good.
Alright, that should be everything. Next character is going to be
Yes.
Irene. Irene, listen carefully. This is your equipment. You're going to start with a lot of equipment. Okay, so you're going to start with your clothes. You're going to start with a spellbook. Write this down if you can. Okay, you're also going to start with a light helmet and a gambeson.
Wait, how do you spell that second word after light helmet?
Gambeson, G-A-M-B-E-S-O-N.
N or M?
N as in November.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm slow.
So Gambison. Yeah,
Okay.
very good. Yeah, it's hard to hear sometimes over the mic. Alright, so that's your body armor, by the way. It's like a padded coat. Alright, let's see. You're also going to start with a flask of flaming oil and a bag. This is a very dangerous type of weapon.
Oh no. Giving the airhead fire does not seem like a good choice.
You're the magic user
That'd
after all.
be the best thing that could happen.
You're gonna also start with the
No.
crowbar. Okay. You're gonna start with a short bow and actually no. Well, do you want a? I'll let you choose. You can have a short bow or you can have a melee weapon and a sling and stones. So you get a weaker. It's pretty actually really tough though because it's one-handed. So you get a sling and a melee weapon, or you get a very good missile weapon, which is the short bow.
Would I be able to pick what melee weapon it is?
Yeah, there's a you can pick between the 2 silver priced melee weapons, which are daggers, clubs, quarterstaffs.
Daggers!
You want a dagger? Okay, we can get you a dagger and sling.
Yeah.
He's got a dagger.
Woo!
You got a sling. Nice part of the sling is it's one-handed. 2 hands to load, but 1 hand to use. It's your medieval equivalent to a handgun. Let's see. Alright. Joan's turn. Joan, listen carefully. These are your items. You're gonna start with a set of clothes and a key.
A key?
Yep, it's your lockpick.
A magic key.
Okay.
You have a. You're gonna start with. Let's go light helmet, and yeah, we'll just start you with the light helmet for now, and then of course we're gonna also get you a bag. so you can carry loot.
Okay.
Okay, you're also going to start with, do you want the medieval equivalent to a machine gun, which is the longbow and 20 arrows? It's a very effective weapon.
Yeah, can I have that with some throwing knives?
Okay, we can get you a knife. Yeah. So we'll get you
No,
your
throwing
longbow,
knives, not any knife. Like a
throwing
set
knives.
of them, like 9 of them.
Uh,
Yeah.
you can't afford it. The longbow and 20 arrows is 5 silvers. A throwing knife might be around, so that's a custom weapon. It'd be about 2 silvers. You don't have it.
So how
They're
much do
also
I
not a
have?
very good weapon. Javelins are far better and cheaper.
Okay. Let me get the bow for now.
Okay. Also, yeah, you don't really need a throwing knife if you've got a longbow. So, let's see.
Yeah, you have to stab some people sometimes, you know.
True. We'll get you a knife though. We can afford that. It's only 2 coppers. So we'll get you a knife.
Yeah, let me get a knife. Yeah.
We'll get you a 10-foot pole.
Okay.
All right. We'll also get you. Let's go with a
Well,
tinderbox
what,
and let's see. We've already spent 6 of your coppers. We got
what
4
did you
coppers
say?
left.
Hasenta box?
Tinderbox, yeah. You've got 3 torches and 1
Okay,
bandage.
can you? Okay, a bag. Then what's the last thing you said? Can you spell it?
I'll list out everything again.
Okay.
Clothes, key, light helmet,
Okay.
bag, longbow, 20 arrows, knife, pole, tinderbox. Okay. 3 torches, 1 bandage.
Okay.
That's everything.
Um,
May I ask what is a tinderbox?
Yeah.
Matches.
Tinderbox is a box of tinder, like kindling, and it comes with flint and steel too, so you can start fires. Light your torches. It's like a medieval
Oh,
lighter, pretty much.
oh,
Survival kit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got all that. Alright, now it's your turn. Alright, listen carefully. These are your
Let's
items.
go.
So
Give
you're
me
gonna
my
start
loot.
with a set of clothes and your spellbook. Okay, you can also start with, let's see, we'll go with a light helmet and a bag. Alright, you also start with, do you want a better missile weapon or melee weapon? Yeah, I'll let you choose.
What's the first one?
Missile weapons, so these are like ranged weapons, right? Throwing, shooting weapons. Or do you want a better melee weapon for hand-to-hand combat?
Range. I want range.
Very good choice.
Let's have a look.
Okay, so I'm gonna recommend you either a sling, shortbow, longbow, or crossbow. What do you think?
Crossbow.
Crossbow? Okay, the crossbow is like the sniper rifle in the game, has highest damage, highest accuracy, but it's slow.
Let's go.
Okay, so you get a crossbow, you get 10 corals. Corals are your ammunition, crossbow bolts. Lastly, you've got a bag and a tinderbox and a bandage and 1 torch. Alright, that's everything. Zane's turn. Alright, Zane, listen carefully. Our poor fighter only has 5 silvers. He does not start with much. He's got a set of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a light helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's already 3. And he's gonna start with a sling.
Can you give me any melee weapons?
Yeah, we'll try. We can't really afford a good one, so we're gonna get you a tool. It counts as melee and a tool. They're not as good as normal weapons, but it's the best we can afford
Alright.
you. So we can get you some missile weapons too. So a sling, and I'll let you choose your tool. You can choose hammer, wood axe, pickaxe, shovel, right? Any kind of normal tool. So you want to be like a Warhammer Kriegs or one of those like soldiers. You use a
Mm.
spade around, or you can be like
Choose
with a
a
wood axe.
toothpick.
I wanna the melee weapon called hammer. Hammer, yeah.
Hammer? Okay. So this is a tool slash
Yeah.
weapon. You get a hammer. You also have a bag, so you can carry equipment, and that's pretty much it.
Mhm.
Alright, that's all you can
Right.
afford. You were the poorest
And
of this
how
group.
many points do I have?
Hit points, you have 6.
And money?
0. Everyone starts with 0.
All right.
All your money is spent on equipment.
All right.
Alright,
All right.
so that should be everyone new. So thank you everyone for your patience and listening. MK, I just realized you unmuted. Are you here to play? Oh, they muted again.
Who?
Okay, I guess not.
I see.
Is MK here to play? Does anyone see a message from MK?
They're muted. No, no message. They're typing.
Uh-huh.
So I
Martin
disconnected
Luther
them.
King is typing.
Oh yeah, we all are learning, so all of these players are new that I've been creating characters with. So if you want to learn with us, we can get you a character and you can play with us.
I just wanted to watch, okay?
Okay, that's fine. No worries.
Free.
Alright, let's continue. We're almost done creating your characters, so once we're done with that, we'll get the others ready if they need anything. But we need a name for your characters. So your options is to choose your own name, or to get a random medieval name, or if you really want a random old school D&D name, use the Olmesian name chart for that, a blue box chart. I'll show you the picture. Here it is. So a lot of players have found this a good option. I also highly recommend it. Let's see. So if you really want an old school type of name, we'll use this chart. We'll go down the list and you guys
Nobody's
please
ever
choose.
picked to do that. No, sorry.
In your
Use
group,
the
not
chart.
they did not, but in previous groups,
Yeah, no,
they always. Yeah.
I was joking.
Let's see.
Yeah, I have mine.
All right, starting
use
with
the chart,
Ben.
Amy.
Ben, do you want to pick your own name?
Yeah, it's gonna be Dreven.
Dreven? Good to go.
Dreven.
Right, that works.
Like you're so threatened by mine and his relationship that's making you.
Who's
Yeah, thank
watching
you.
the
Just mute
Kardashians?
yourself if yeah. Okay. Irene, you're next. Would you like to pick your own name, random name, or old school name?
Wait, I'm discussing it with a friend. I'm phoning a friend. I'm sorry.
Use the
Come
random.
back to me.
Use the random.
Okay, we'll come
use the
back to you.
random.
No, cause I have two. I'm deciding.
Okay. Juan, do you want to pick your own name, random name, or old school name?
I'm gonna go with Gerald.
Gerald, good to go.
Gerald. How old is your character?
All right, Nour, it's your turn. What kind of name would you like?
I'm gonna type it in the chat.
Okay. Celsius or
Celsius?
Celsius? Celsius? Don't know how to pronounce it.
Whatever you choose.
Celsius. Celsius.
Je suis.
Celsius. Okay. Alright, so we got Celsius. And then, let's see.
Celsius or Fahrenheit is crazy.
Alright. Who was next? It was Zane. Zane, what kind of name would you like?
Octavius.
Octavius? Good to go.
What? Spider-Man?
Alright, back to Irene. What name would you like?
Edith.
Edith, how to spell it?
Edith.
Oh, Edith. Okay. Alright, good to go. And then, with that, we'll change your nicknames real quick so we don't get any confusion. So, let's see. We have to keep your player names in there too. In parentheses, your character's name. So, Celsius, your name is going to be Nour, parentheses, Celsius, M1. Your player names become your character's last names. So, that's how we do it here. any character you play is under the same family name, right? So it would be Celsuis of House Nauer, for example, or Swissy's Nauer, right?
And in order to get a new character, you have to have kids.
No, that's not true. So
Okay.
all your characters, the first character is going to be either middle-aged or old, right? Depending on what you choose. If they're young, they can of course have children to be their heirs. If they do have children, they're not old enough to go on venturing naturally. Um, However, your heirs are usually going to be, and your retainers are usually going to be relatives, whether they're your brothers, your cousins, your second cousins, your uncles, your aunts, um, your your father can be it too. Your sons, nephews, right? They all can be your heirs. Naturally, you can only have one father, and you can only have one grandfather. But your son, you can have many, right? So if you're middle-aged, you
Wait,
might
why
have
can't
like
I have
a
two
few
fathers?
sons. So naturally, let's see. Um, One legal father, that is. Let's see.
The other dad doesn't own
It's under one name, just like the house.
them?
Alright. So other than that, you guys are almost ready. We're gonna pick the spells for the magic users in your group. So that's gonna be Irene and Nauer. So Irene and Nauer, listen carefully. For your spells, you're either gonna pick your own spell, right? You get one though in your book, or you're gonna get two random spells or two dungeon master spells. So some people like to leave it up to the dice to choose the dice gods, right? They'll roll and decide what your spells are. Or you can let me pick. I'll pick very good ones that I think are good. But if I pick, I get two. I get to pick two. You don't have any say in it, right? And then the other way is you get to pick your own, right? You have full say in what you get, but you only get one if you pick your own. So we'll start with
You just
Irene.
gave me a lot of options. I'm
Three
very
options.
overwhelmed.
So three options. Listen carefully. I'll shorten them. Your three options are one random, two dungeon master picked, or two. One of your choice, two dungeon master picked, or two random. Pretty much. That's it. Three options.
What's
So
the difference between
how much could I trust you to pick them for me?
Not at all. He picks the worst ones.
Yeah.
What the hell,
Two
dude?
random. Two random.
I
I picked the
I
dice.
feel
You got
I-
one stat random. I have my name random, and I chose random magic. So just do random magic.
okay, you know, I'll do random.
Let the
Why
dice
not?
decide. Now, what do you think? You want the dice to decide your spells? You want to decide your
Dice.
own?
The dice will trust you.
Okay. Let the dice decide then. We'll roll. We'll
Wait,
start
what
with
am I supposed to put
Irene.
Can you
after?
remove,
So
I'm
these are
sorry.
the spells in your book. You only cast one spell per day though.
remove the paper?
So, but you have two to pick from, right, per day that you can memorize. So, gives you options.
Okay.
All right, Irene, here are your spells. You have spells number 6 and
You
12, which are magic
You
missile
can't
and
see the
ventriloquism.
dice.
Those are very good.
Wait, I didn't hear what you said. Someone was talking.
Your spells are magic missile and ventriloquism. I'll give you a
What
summary
is
of
the
each.
first one?
So magic missile is
missile
like
is
an
great.
automatic hit spell. It's a force spell. You hit someone with magical force and you can kill them automatically. You automatically hit them as long as you can see them, of course, and target them. And they can be hit by magic, right? Most things can be hit by magic. So,
Can someone write down those two names for me? I can't spell either of those words.
magic missile. So magic missile, like a missile launcher, right? So,
What?
and you have ventriloquism.
Okay, thank you.
Ventriloquism is illusionary audio, right? You can project your voice
Yes.
elsewhere, like a puppeteer in
I
someone's
can
head,
make people
in the walls.
schizophrenic.
Exactly. Alright, so you got those two spells. As for Nauer, here's yours, rolling 6 and a 4. You also have Magic Missile, and your other spell is Hold Portal. This allows you to keep a door from closing, for example, or from opening, potentially. Very
Say
important
again, what
spell.
kind of portal?
Hold Portal. So anything that can open or close, you can... It's like a seal spell, pretty much. These spells exist
What's
for a
the other
reason,
one?
so... It might sound weird, but they're very important to have.
Sorry, what was that spell?
Hold Portal. Hold Portal, and your first one was Magic Missile.
Oh.
So you've got one combat spell and one trap spell. Then she's got one illusion spell, one combat spell. Alright, magic users are done. I'm going to give everyone else a chance to prepare. So everyone else stand by. Whoever's new and just got done preparing their characters, now it's the old players' turns. So it's gonna be Cosmos, Foster's, and Grant's turn. We'll say you guys were at Camps or Tanky. You can afford whatever is there, right? If you have the money to spend. We're gonna take turns, of course. We're gonna start with Faucet. So we're gonna go over any purchases you want to make, pretty much, to prepare for this expedition. That's the only thing you can really change at the moment once you're trying to level up. Let's see. So, Faucet, your last adventure. Let's see when it took place. It took place in.
I have 330 copper.
Yeah, in your last one, you made
Cash.
316 and 3 XP. That was really good.
Yeah.
All right,
How
let me
much
add
XP?
that real quick. So, 316 plus 14 coppers is 330 coppers total.
Yes,
that's how much
I have
you
that
currently-
marked down. But how much XP did I have?
You got 3 for that one. 3 bonus XP because you got
3
100 coppers recovered. It's one gold or 3 gold total, so it's 3 XP.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. So, you have 330, quite enough money to get you a decent kit, and then the rest can go into XP or into high retainers. Every game you play, you are allowed to bring in one new character naturally, just like if you were dead. So your new character would, of course, become a retainer, a loyal retainer. This would be like a relative. So you would roll up basically as if your character died, you would roll up his son, but instead, since your character didn't die, your son arrives and you get to recruit him, for example, right? He'll become your apprentice, your squire. So,
Oh, cool.
or it could be a brother or
So
your
what
father,
you're saying,
right? So you
you're
do
saying I
get
could recruit my family to make them my slave.
your retainer, your retinue, right? Because you're your character that you're currently playing is the household leader, right? So then retinue, your loyal servants, right? So they come here to serve you, you come here to lead them. So,
All right.
do you want to roll your new character, or do you want to go without? You want to be solo?
I will stay this character for now. Hopefully, I have the chance to roll another character after this.
Well, no. The option is you can roll a new character, and they will be your retainer, right? An NPC follower. So they'll progress
Oh,
as you
no,
would
it's
progress,
fine.
and
I
if you
have all
die,
my
they can
stuff.
take your place. If they die, you can replace them naturally.
If I don't roll them now, can I roll them next time and they'll still take my
Yeah,
place?
it's just that every game you get to roll one new character, right? So if you don't roll one now, next game you'll roll one. But if you roll one now and roll one next game, you get 2 total, right? Does that make sense? You get 1 at the start of a game, but it doesn't
okay.
stack.
Sure, yeah, let's roll one now.
Okay. Alright, so this is for Cosmos. It's gonna be a quick roll because you already know how this goes. Alright,
Yep.
try to copy this down if you can. 10 strength,
Yep.
okay. Intelligence is 12.
Okay.
Alright. Your wisdom is 8.
Damn.
Dexterity 3. Very clumsy. Maybe it's your sister. I'm just playing. Your grandpa's here. Alright.
That's my grandpa for sure.
6 constitution.
Oh, this character sucks.
And yeah, it might be your grandpa. He just arrived. He's ready to join you.
Yeah.
6 charisma.
What?
Grandpa Dan's here.
Yeah.
Alright. Class.
This is definitely my grandpa.
Can we
You
put
can
the
be
grandpa in the front?
Magic user or a fighter? What do you think?
He's definitely a magic user because everything else sucks except
Wise
for his
old man.
intelligence.
Yeah.
And he
Alright.
has the strength genes.
He's got 3 hit points. Minus 1, so 2.
-1.
Low constitution, right? So, it is
Yeah.
what it is. His starting items, I'm gonna listen to you. Clothes and spellbook.
Cane.
Uh-huh.
Pills.
Pills? Does he have
Yeah,
medication?
pills and a cane.
He also
Yeah,
has
medication.
a light helmet and a
Okay.
bag. So it's got head protection, most important piece of protection.
And lottery tickets.
Oh yeah, lottery tickets. And a
Okay,
cigar.
and he's got
Light.
he's got a start with a sling, 30 stones.
Okay.
Okay, he also has his trusty old dagger.
Right, because he's old. Got to stab.
Okay, that's it. That's all his gear. What's your grandpa's name?
Oh. Let's see.
Your grandpa's name. Your real grandpa's name.
My real grandpa's name. Gumball. No.
Gumbo.
Let's see. Real the grandpa's name.
Yeah.
How's it? What's the random? Let me just hear the random.
Okay. You want an old school name or do you want a random name?
The old school random on the chart.
Okay. Yeah.
If I like it, I'll choose it. If I don't, I'm gonna just come up with something.
I'll try not to waste too much time here. His name is Yargar.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yargar.
Alright, that's your grandpa. Grandpa Yargar.
Oh, so perfect. Love it. That's why you trust the die.
Indeed. I always go to the dice if anything. Alright, they tell me what I need to know. Next is your character's own personal preparations. So you're a Faucet, you're a Capture Tenki. Not everything is available in Capture Tenki. Only basic equipment, supplies, and armor and weapons are available, naturally. Majority of sometimes there's actually more than basic equipment and supplies. Actually, they have mounts here too. So
Ooh, mounts.
that includes just the basic horse, mule, and donkey. All right, so
I'm not
with
going
330
anywhere far
coppers,
with a party of 9.
first thing I would recommend. Sorry, go ahead.
Get the helmet.
Helmet, yeah. So you have a light helmet. Let's upgrade your helmet. They have normal helmets available, so we'll get you a normal. Back in Gagefsi, you can buy heavy helms, but normal helmet's the best they got. So the difference, you just gotta pay the difference. You'll trade in your old helmet. They accept it because it's not in bad condition. So you trade in, you get a new normal helmet. It's the difference is 25 coppers. So you're at 305 coppers.
Gotcha. So okay.
Alright, do a trade in. Next,
helmet.
they do have heavy gambesons available in Orange or Tanky. You want one?
Oh, how much is a heavy gambeson?
The cost difference is another 25 coppers. It's lightweight
compared to
still.
just my normal one? Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pay 25 coppers for a heavy gambeson. Is it gonna slow me down or anything? Or
It's an extra 10 pounds of weight. Although it's called heavy, it's kind of deceptive because gambesons are considered the lightest form of armor. They're not metal armors. So even a heavy gambeson is pretty light. They're cloth armor.
Also, be careful about over armoring. That's how I died last time.
Indeed. You're at 280 coppers. Now there is one metal armor available, and this is very heavy. It's 20 pounds and only provides armor class -1, but it's the next level up. It's the next step up, getting the male halberd on top of your gambeson. It costs 100 coppers for the male halberd, and it will slow you down, right? So, do you want it?
No, I don't need that.
Okay.
No.
The next piece of armor available is the shield. It's a handheld
I have a
armor.
shield.
Oh, you already have one? Yeah.
Yeah. What does that sound? Who's making the quantum force field sound?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's say I might be a magic user in real life.
Faucet, it does not say you have a shield.
I have a shield, bro. It's in my notes.
Yeah, Faucet has a shield.
Let me double check my notes.
I really am looking at the dock that I made when we did the thing, and I have not touched it since.
Yeah, because Faucet had a shield and a
You remember?
spear,
It
right?
looks like it was dropped during an expedition. Do you remember if you dropped it?
No.
Any
I didn't
moment?
drop it.
It does say it was dropped in my notes.
Yeah, you dropped it.
What?
So,
I guess
Why
so.
would I drop it though?
Were you fleeing from anything? Because the notes usually don't lie. I write them down. So I don't write everything down, but I write transactions, right? So if something was dropped and not picked up for whatever reason.
I mean, we were running, but like nothing hit me to the point where I would be.
Did you perhaps
dropping
switch
it.
weapons or pick up loot?
We
Or
picked
drag
up
a body
loot,
out?
but no.
You were
'Cause we
cutting
were
off
picking up-
heads. You were
Yeah, I was
cutting
cutting off
and
heads,
took
but
a
we
bunch
had
of
enough
weapons.
time for me to grab my stuff to go. Like there was no reason to leave anything of my stuff.
No,
Okay.
we started running away because the other monsters were coming.
The
But that was
monsters
after we
ate
had
your
come
shield.
back.
The monsters
They didn't
ate
eat
your
my
Alright.
shield.
How about this?
I
We'll
had
They ate
it.
we'll flip a coin and I'll decide if you have your shield or not. So, evens or odds?
Odds.
Okay. If it's odds, you managed to get your shield on the way out. If it's evens, you left it. Evens. Sadly, the shield was lost. A new
Damn
shield
It was eaten.
costs 25 coppers.
Well, I guess I lost 25 coppers.
Okay. There is a heavy
No,
shield
you
we're going to
spent
upgrade.
25 copper.
So, heavy shields are 50 coppers and have a double bonus, right? So instead of -1, it's -2. Do you want a heavy
They're
shield?
heavy.
This will slow you down, but you can
S-
drop it if you need to
Stick
speed
with the
up.
normal,
Stick to the normal one?
normal
Okay.
shield.
Good to go.
Yeah. And that
From
puts
280.
me at 55 coppers.
Yep,
Yeah.
255. Good to go. Alright. Do you need to buy anything else or new weapons maybe?
Does anybody have some magic stuff? Probably not, right? It's just
Nope,
a
we're in
regular
a camp. Yeah, frontier settlement.
Yeah.
A small military camp.
But there's this one guy with a magical hat.
I think. Let's see. I have a few weapons on me.
Should we upgrade your... We can get you a sidearm. You've got 255 coppers, which is about 2 gold, right? You can get the sidearm, so if the enemies get past your spear, you can switch to a smaller weapon like a sword or an axe, mace.
Well, I have a hand axe.
Oh, that's
and a
pretty good
mace.
actually.
Yeah, and I'm thinking I just might sell my spear because I have a pole arm as well. But pole arm is two-handed.
Yeah. Alright, you want to sell a spear? But the spear can be used with a shield and can be thrown.
And pole arm can't, right?
Yeah, polearm's two-handed.
Gotcha. Well, I'll hold on to the spear, I guess, because I want to keep my shield up.
Okay. I'm gonna double check your encumbrance because you might be overburdened. Okay.
Hope not.
5, 15, 35, 45, 50, 56, oh no, sorry, 54, 55, 56, torches, 75, 70, 80. We are heavy encumbered. We're at 85, 83.
How much did the heavy gabardine and helmet add?
93.
That's the only thing I changed.
93, 97. We're at 90 or 98 pounds of equipment. At 80 pounds, up to 80 pounds, you're medium footman, which means half speed, which is fine. Most characters move at half speed. You're at heavy footman speed, so that means you move at 25% speed. What weighs you down the most is your armor's it's pretty heavy, but not as heavy as all the weapons you have. Each weapon, adds up. So like the hand axe is 3 pounds, mace is 5 pounds, pole armor is 10 pounds, spear is 5 pounds. Sling and stones
If I get rid
collectively.
of the pole arm, that'll save me some weight, right? I'll be able to move
That's
at like
true.
half speed.
You can pass it to another character since you might stick to your shield and spear in the front lines. Pole armor is
Does
good at
anybody
second
want
ranks.
a pole arm?
Any of the new guys want a pole
Who
arm?
wants a pole arm?
Free pole arm.
Anyone like
Otherwise we're
here?
gonna sell it, I think. Pole arm is 1d10 damage, can be used in the back lines.
Yeah, we got some strength guys. Who wants the pole arm?
A pole arm doesn't sound bad if you can use it from the back.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
how
I
much
don't
money
good.
do I have?
Well, your strength could help, but anyone can use a pole arm as long as you want to use 2 hands on it and deal heavy damage.
Yeah.
You can be
Who are
3
the
strength and
bricks?
use it too.
It's like Irene and who else is a brick?
So whoever doesn't have a good melee weapon,
Bingo.
this is a good option for you.
Yes, I do want a pole arm.
Proboscis wants it?
No, I think that was Edith.
Irene. That was totally Irene. Irene, here's a pole arm.
What?
Wow.
No.
I see you in the camp and you look like totally weaponless, and I'm like, here, dude, here's a pole arm. You could use this.
I'm
man.
eating it.
Plus
It's like,
I put
5
the whole
karma.
thing in my mouth.
Plus
Alright.
5 karma points.
Edith, you're
Okay,
given a pole
okay.
arm.
Oh, okay. I guess I have this now. All right. Cool.
you now owe me 5 whole coppers.
Too bad. Nope. Get robbed, kid.
Damn. I got you.
What?
What?
Guard.
Alright, pole arm is yours. Pole arm is transferred. Next is...
What just happened?
did
I
you
just
need
got.
to do anything else, Fausted, or is that everything?
Do they have any like brownies?
Food? You want to buy food for the team?
Brownies? What
I
kind of
just want like,
what?
All right, we
like,
don't
do
want
they
to
have
waste
any
time,
sweet
so
snacks?
you got like a minute left to prepare. We gave everyone like 5 to 10 minutes, and you've already almost gotten 10 minutes in, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's probably good, unless they
Okay.
have gunpowder.
The remainder of your money, we can send it into XP if you want. In case you die, your next character can maybe, or your heir can inherit some of it, 10% of it. Because if you die with that money on
Can
you,
I
then it's lost completely, right? Unless someone else retrieves it. So
can I do inherit and XP? So like 1 XP and 100 to inherit.
you want to leave some to inheritance?
Yeah.
Okay. So
100 to inheritance, 100 to XP, and then I'll keep 55 on me.
all right, you leave 100 to the bank here in Zertanki. Actually, if you
Nice.
leave 100 to the bank to deliver to your heir, 90% of it will go to your heir, 10% will go to the bank. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay. So you leave 100 coppers to inheritance. And then you put 100 coppers into XP, so you get 1 XP. You have 55 coppers left, you have 4 XP total.
Dope.
That's 4 gold worth of experience, which means 10% of that is 4 silvers, right? So if you die, your heir gets 4 silvers from you just dying, right? And then of course the 100 coppers if he picks it up from the bank that you left behind.
I can
Or
also pick up
90%
the
of that.
money from the bank, right?
Yeah, you can retrieve that money if you want, but the bank always
Okay,
keeps
good.
10% of
Yeah.
it. So if you put money in, they keep 10%. So when you take it out,
Man,
you only get
you're
90 coppers
greedy,
out.
thanks.
Make sense?
Okay.
So you could
Yeah,
take it
I
out, but
have
once you give
90
it to them, they're
coppers
guarding
locked
it, and the fee to guard it is 10% of the value. So,
Fair.
okay.
All right, we're Gucci.
Next player to get ready is going to be Foster Sprovoskis. Let's see. In your last expedition, you earned 154 coppers and 1 experience point. Do you remember this?
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I have it written down.
again, 154 coppers, 1 experience point. First thing I'm going to ask you is, do you want to bring on a retainer? You get 1 per adventure. Do you want one? 1 free one per adventure.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No.
No?
Yeah, no.
No. Okay. You'll skip it. Alright, then we'll just get straight to preparing you then. Um, let's upgrade your helmet. How's that? 25 coppers to upgrade your helmet to a normal sized helmet. Normal type.
Yeah,
You want
sure.
that? Okay. So basically a light helmet is like a standard helmet with no visor, right? Like a barboot or barbette, right? Or any kind of nasal helm, right? It's helmet without visor. And then normal helmet has a visor, heavy helmet has the gorget. All helmets have, of course, the neck protection of mail, coif,
And I'm
or
buying a normal
metal.
helmet?
Yeah, you got a normal helmet. You upgrade it. So this is a 25% difference you trade in your old helmet to get a discount. So from 154 minus 25, you're at 129. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Next upgrade I'm going to recommend is getting you some body armor. So, heavy gamson is my recommendation. 20 pounds of weight, minus 2 armor class bonus, cost 50 coppers.
Yeah,
Good?
sure.
Okay, you're down to 79 coppers. Next recommendation is to get the shield. You want a shield? Heavy shield or a normal shield? It's good for melee
No.
or frontlining. No, you don't have to go for the shield. Okay, let's see. That's optional for sure. But body armor is very important.
Alright.
Okay. Next thing I recommend is upgrading your weapons. You were sticking to a sling, which is like a handgun. It's fine. It's one-handed. You might just stick to the sling. But if you want a better, like, primary missile weapon, I recommend longbow and 20 arrows, or crossbow and quarrels, or short bow. What do you think?
How much does it cost?
Whose
Longbow
turn
and
is it?
20 arrows, 50 coppers total. Crossbow and quarrels, 40 coppers. Short bow and arrows, 30 coppers. Which one?
No, no.
None of them? Okay.
Nope.
Do you want a new melee weapon, such as a polearm? or pole hammer since you're a cleric?
Yeah, hammer.
Okay, we'll get you a pole hammer, like a Lucaren's hammer. It's really good.
What do you say?
A pole hammer.
All right.
Let me check the price real quick. Make sure you can afford it. Check rules. Pole hammer. Actually, you might not be able to afford it. It might be too expensive still. Let's see. The pole hammer is 100 coppers. You have 79 coppers. You can't afford it yet. You can get a warhammer if you want.
Can I give him 21 coppers?
Who?
You said what?
Can I give him 21 coppers?
Talvith? I mean, if you really want to. Proboscis, do you want the 21 coppers?
Yeah, I'll pay him back
Okay,
if I'm
that
allowed.
should be the difference. So then you can afford a pole hammer. Alright, you're kitted.
All right, cool.
You're down to 0 coppers. And Talvith, you lose. What was it?
21.
21 coppers.
All right.
Alright, 21 coppers. We're actually gonna go straight into Talvith's turn then. So Talvith, last expedition, you did lose just now 21, so instead of 154, you gained 133. So you should be at 133 plus whatever you already
Yep.
had. So which was 0. So 133 coppers total. Your XP, you had 1 XP from that one. Minus 2 stones. Stones are refilled for free. Right. So let's upgrade your helmet first. Is that fine? Get you a normal helmet?
Uh,
Or you want to
sure,
stick to a light
yeah.
one? Okay. Normal helmet, 25 coppers. You're down to 108 coppers.
Alright.
Got the normal helm on, and then body armor. Do you want the gambeson?
Can I get a what's it called?
Yeah, sure.
Like
You
the
can get
person
one of
to go
those.
with me.
Sorry, one more time.
The person that like goes with me.
Oh, retainer. Yes, you can. Let's get you a retainer.
Yeah.
So you're entitled, or
Retainer
everyone's
goes
allowed
with you.
one retainer. Not entitled, but allowed at the current time. So, whenever you join a game, you are allowed to roll a new character. Let's see. So Grant, new character, did not die. See, this one can be recruited. All right, 11 strength.
Mhm.
9 intelligence.
Alright.
6 wisdom.
6.
9 dexterity. 12 constitution. And 9 charisma. Okay, class you recommend? Maybe fighter. Any class but cleric. What do you think?
Elven.
Elf. Okay, good to go.
Elf.
Alright, and then hit points rolling. 2. No bonus.
Oh my goodness, finally.
Finally more than 1. Items. Clothes and a spellbook so far.
Yep.
Alright, you also will start with light helmet and bag.
Light helmet. Bag.
Okay, you also start with. You want this one to have a better melee weapon or a missile weapon?
We'll have this one have a better missile weapon.
Very good choice. Alright, we'll do a short bow, how's that? Or do you want to go with sling?
We'll go short bow.
Okay, 1 silver left, short bow, 20 arrows.
Yep.
Alright, for the 1 silver, we're going to spend it on, you're going to get a knife.
Knife.
Okay, you're gonna get tinderbox.
Tinderbox.
Okay, you're gonna get a bandage.
Bandage.
Okay, you're gonna get. Let's go with flask of oil
Let's go, boy.
and 3 torches.
3 torches.
All right, what's his name?
Flaron.
Flar
FLA
FLARON.
RON.
Your good friend Flaron, an elf, has joined your ranks. He's sworn into your family, and now is of House
My
Grant,
brother.
a foreigner. All right, so Flaron. Oh wait, are you an elf too?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Then you guys are not. You guys are probably actually family members then. Forgot.
We're
Most
brothers.
adventurers are humans, so usually if you have demi-humans in your household, they're married in or sworn in. So. All right, but in this case, you're a family or a family of elves, so you're an elven household. So the humans would be married into your family then, since you started as elves.
Yep.
Okay. So Flaron's your brother. He's arrived. He's maybe your younger or older brother, but he joins your ranks. Oh yeah, spells for Cosmos and Grant's characters. Their new characters. Cosmos, you want random for your grandpa, Grandpa Yargar.
Am I using my grandpa, or is he just following along? Or
He's your
what?
retainer. Like, he's gonna follow along as an NPC.
Oh, in case I die, but he's not going to be doing anything?
No, he does work. He does what he's ordered and does his job, right? He's here to serve. You're like an officer. He's like your enlisted soldier,
Oh, cool.
right?
Yeah, spells.
Knight to
Let's
vassal.
go.
Okay, I'm asking if you want random spells, you want to pick it, or do you want Dungeon Master to pick it?
Let's go random. Dice.
Alright, 5 and 10. Starting with the spells Light/Darkness, aka the boss killer spell, and Shield.
Light/darkness?
Yeah, light also known as darkness. You can blind a monster, you can create supernatural lighting.
Okay, and shield.
Most people use the blind a monster.
Grandpa knows.
You also have shield.
Very nice.
Alright. Next up is Flareon. Do you want random for Flareon? Grant. Everyone else, thank you for your patience, by the way.
Dungeon Master
Oh,
pick.
it's taking a while to prepare.
Dungeon Master picks.
Dungeon Master picks. Alright, your elf Flareon will be starting with the spells Read Magic.
What does that do?
It allows you to use other people's magic or any magic items you find. You can immediately start to use them, right? Well, after you, of course, rest, maybe, but you can read them and use them. So once you read a magic rune, you understand it at all times and you can use it, right? So this allows him to use
That
anyone
is
else's spells,
good.
potentially, right? In the party. Memorize anyone else's spells. It's like the decoder spell. Without the spell, you can't progress well as a magic user. So that's why I picked it. Now he can
Thank you.
basically use anyone's spells, potentially, right? Or any magic items he finds. He'll also start with the spell Sleep.
Ooh, that's really good.
Remember sleep.
Okay.
Dude, that saved my butts.
Alright, so next up, we're gonna do. I think that should be everything almost. Let's see. Grant, let's spend your own money. In case you want to upgrade your character. Let's see, Telvith, right? So he has 108 coppers.
Yep.
Does he want to upgrade anything on his own self? Body armor?
Yeah, can I get a garrison?
Gambeson? You want heavy or normal?
Normal.
Okay, 25 coppers. From 108, you're down to, let's see, 75 plus 8, 83 coppers.
Alright.
Alright. Right after you did that, any other purchase you want to make? New weapons? Or do you want to save your money? Got about 83 coppers, 8 silvers left.
Can I put the rest of the coppers into XP?
100 coppers is 1 XP. So you can't yet.
Oh. Let me think. No, that's fine.
Okay, you just hold on to it for now.
Actually, does anyone have food?
I have food.
If you have food from a previous adventure, it's already spoiled, right? This is a week later, so unless it's iron rations.
Damn it.
Okay, can I buy 20 pounds of food?
You want 20 pounds of food or iron
Pounds?
rations? Excuse me.
Ration.
Rations are way more expensive though. Keep that in mind. So 3 days of rations, about 9 pounds of iron rations, right? They do not spoil, so they go through. You can use them on the next adventure and such, right? If you didn't already eat them. So only 3 pounds cost one silver, or no, one copper, I think. No, wait, let me double check. Oh yeah, one copper is about 3 pounds of it. So one silver gets you. We'll double check the price. I know they're super expensive though, compared to normal food. So, but they're worth it if you don't want to have to buy new food every time. All right, so food, you get 30 pounds of food for one silver, but when it comes to rations, you get 10 pounds of rations for 3 silvers. Or, I meant 30 pounds of rations for 3 silvers. So,
Can I
30
buy 30
pounds
pounds of
for three
rations?
silvers. What was that?
30 pounds of rations.
Okay, rations. Okay, so it's 3 silvers.
Can I have Laren hold it though?
Flareon, let me see if he has space. His bag is a little too full. You'll have to buy him an extra bag or a backpack.
Sell Laron as a
How
slave.
much is that?
An extra bag costs 5 coppers. Or a backpack costs 10 coppers. The backpack carries more though, right? So, do you want the
Well,
backpack for
Alright,
him?
can I buy him a backpack as well?
Okay, so he wears it on his back. He can attach things on the outside of it, and then of course he can put all that food in there. It's 30 pounds of food, so it fills it halfway, right? Keep in mind that backpack has a item in there that you don't want to contaminate. So don't want to put any hazardous material in there, otherwise you'll contaminate your food. So any loot, for example, like bloody fucking heads, don't throw them in there naturally with all the food. Um, okay, so Flareon now has the backpack and the food, costing you a total of 40 coppers. This is not normal food. This is rations, iron rations.
Superfood.
So how many am I at?
Mine is 40 coppers, so you're now at 43.
43.
Alright, that should be all the preparation we need to do. Thank you everyone
Yep.
for your patience. Usually prep time doesn't take as long, but we do have a larger crew today, so it did take a little longer, so I appreciate everyone's patience and everything. Now we can begin and
Real
start
quick,
to.
real quick, DM for Algar, would I be
Oh,
able to
shoot.
buy
Forgot to give you a chance.
some gloves? I just want
Algar.
to buy some leather gloves and some water.
Yeah, one moment. Let's see. Let's do that for you. So, you were in the last one. You got 154 coppers, 1 XP, minus 4 arrows.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So you're down to 16 arrows. You're at 154 coppers, 1 XP. I'm just writing this down real quick.
Mhm.
Okay, sorry. What's the first thing you want to purchase?
Some leather gloves.
Gloves. Okay.
So that like if I grab something, I don't get contaminated.
Yeah, an extra 5 pounds of clothes cost 5 coppers. So an extra 5 pounds of clothes. Is that fine? This can
Yeah,
include,
that's
of
fine.
course, 2 heavy gloves and then 1 like scarf, maybe or mask. So.
Okay, that's fine.
So you'll have heavy clothes. Let's see. Basically 2 sets of clothes, 10 pounds of clothes total. 2 clothes sets. 1 clothing set is of course your gloves and mask, and the other is your basic clothes, your tunic, belt, and shoes, brace. Alright. Price total came to 5 coppers. You're down to 149 coppers.
Okay. And then was it a bag or a backpack that I have?
You have a backpack right now. You can get a bag if you want, a satchel, to increase your capacity.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that, and I could attach that to the side of my backpack, correct?
Either that, or you can just wear it around your body. So it's more comfortable around your body, less weight on
Okay.
the bag, right? So you wear the bag, and it costs you only 5 coppers. You're down to 144 coppers. Let's upgrade your armor real quick. You want to turn your gambeson to a heavy gambeson?
Yeah.
25 coppers. You're down to 119.
Okay.
Go to heavy gambeson. Alright, for a helmet, You want a normal helmet now?
Yeah.
25 coppers. You're down to one. Let's see, I think 96. You're at 96. Okay, and then let's go upgrade your melee weapon. You have 0 melee weapons. I suggest the polearm. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll do a polearm.
Okay, so let's look at halberd, for example. Wait, it costs 100 coppers.
Sorry,
Never
did
mind. We can't
somebody say
afford it yet.
polearm?
We can't afford a pike though. Pike is a little weaker, but has way more length, right? So you can use it from even
But
third rank. Pike
you
is
want a
70
polearm?
coppers. Is that fine?
All right. Yeah, I'll do a pike.
Maybe a pikeman.
instead.
Okay.
I have a polearm though.
Didn't you already give it away, or someone?
I can ungive it away.
It's already a little too late. He already
Well, I
bought
mean,
the pike.
yeah, and I could use the pike from third rank.
Yeah, potentially, or for like in larger spaces. This thing is really good
Fourth
against like
rank.
massive monsters too, to keep your distance, right? Just poke from a distance. So like dragons, for example, giants. Pikes are really good. Enemy formations. Okay. All right, we are ready. I think. Did everyone have a chance to prepare today? I think so. All right.
I just want to say something real quick.
Go ahead.
I know I don't have any money, but can I put some poison into my knives and arrows? I have like 20 arrows and one knife.
Do you own poison?
Yeah, I want to poison them. So when I hit someone, he has to be human. Other than that, everybody is immune.
Poison is 10 coppers. If you don't handle it properly, you're not just gonna kill yourself, but you might kill other people around you, right? And the monsters. And it doesn't kill instantly, so even though you might poison something, that something
Yeah,
might kill you in the end, right? So it's a pretty slow process.
yeah,
So
that's the point.
also there's antivenoms, so people can take antivenoms, including monsters, and then your poison is useless.
Okay.
So
Fuck
Do you
it.
have
are we
poison?
are we ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
If you guys look,
All
poison,
right.
1 silver piece, antidote, 1 silver piece. So
Damn. Crazy.
for the common or standard poison.
All right, I'm ready.
Alright, we are ready.
Let's go kill a dragon.
So, we did do a lot of prep time. I'm gonna give you all maybe a 3-minute break just to fully get ready. Give you guys a little break from D&D because we've been sitting here for a while. So please take a few minutes for a break. Use the bathroom, grab your drinks. I'll see you soon.
Oh, before that, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Can we go separate ways? Like, if anybody wants to choose to, is this a group thing
If you're here, we
or does it?
follow. You are a party. So if you want to play in your own game, you have to wait till later, right? You have to wait till there's a smaller group. The point of playing today is to be with these people, right? To play with these adventurers. So
Oh,
if
okay.
you did not want to play with
Oh,
these adventures, you would not join this game, right? Sadly. But
We all
you
separate.
can separate your way. You can separate in the game, right?
9
But
different
then splitting party is
directions.
pretty rookie mistake,
oh,
right? It also slows the
Yeah,
game
splitting the party
drastically.
is a very dangerous thing to do.
So you could
got
do
it.
it.
Got
It
it.
is possible, actually, Tovius. You could do it in the middle of the game, but the purpose of having a party in the first place is to work together, right? Because
Okay,
usually
gang. I'll go
it's
upstairs
actually a
with Velma
blessing to
and
have this many
Daphne.
players. Usually you're going to be in a crew of 1 to 3, and you're going to be like suffering because there's not enough men, and you're like, man, I wish we had so much men or more people to help us, right? But then and then we get a
I
lot of men
always wish I
sometimes,
had more men.
and
Got it.
yeah, so today's a blessing to have like this many in one game. So
Yeah,
it's Saturday.
the more men, the better. You know? Am I right?
All right, take your breaks,
No,
people.
you're
Oh, yeah.
wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Friska, you want me to get you rolled up real quick?
No, it's okay, guys. You guys are already ready to go ahead and play.
I can get you ready.
I
There's a
That's
break.
not true.
You're new,
Huh?
or I mean, you know how to do this, so I can get you ready real quick. You want to join in while they're on their break,
Okay.
if you want to
That'd be
play.
great.
Yeah. Okay.
I can.
Get you some progress. Avenge your recent death. 13 strength.
Yeah. Ooh, yay.
Damn.
Hold on, let me grab my notebook.
Okay.
I can. I'm gonna have to have somebody roll for me,
She's
probably for starting at 10 until about like 10:20. I got to drive to
she's
work. I'll
already
still
OP.
be in work.
No worries. Yeah, we got you, Ben.
All right, cool.
Okay, 13 strength.
Yep. You have 8 intelligence, 6 wisdom,
I am not very wise.
14 dexterity,
14 dex. Jesus.
12 constitution, and 7 charisma. I recommend fighter or thief.
Uh, you choose.
Hmm?
You choose.
I choose. I mean, you did tell me you want to play like a Doomslayer character. You want to be a fighter then?
Sure.
Alright. 1 to 8 hit points. You're starting with 2 hit points. Don't get hit.
Yeah, for real.
Alright, your items. You're gonna start with a set of clothes, a light helmet, a gambeson, and a shield. Alright, that was already 8 of your silvers spent. You got 2 left for a weapon. Your weapon's gonna be, I'll let you pick. You want a better melee weapon or a better missile weapon?
Melee.
Melee? Okay.
Well,
I can give her some of my copper too, GM, if it helps her get some gear.
You shouldn't waste your money on new characters. So, I mean, if you really want to, you can, but especially if it's not one of yours, because you never know if you're gonna play with, it's your choice. If you really want to donate money to new characters, you could, but you should
No,
let
yeah,
them
it's
prove
fine
themselves worthy,
because I.
right?
Oh, okay.
It's up to you. If you want to donate money, it's your choice. It's your progress. So, let's see. But I'll recommend, of course, letting everyone work, earn their keep. So, earn their own.
Everyone
enough.
give your money to this new character.
All right. So Friska, you have 2 silvers left. If you want a good melee weapon, it's going to be a dagger, club, quarterstaff, or javelin. Yeah, those are the 4 top options there.
Doesn't she have a pole arm?
No, she has a shield. So she should use a.
no fear.
You know the javelin?
Yeah.
You can afford that one. Spear is 3
Oh wait,
silvers.
no,
You only have
never
2.
mind.
So we get you a javelin and shield.
Okay.
All right. And what kind of name do you want? Do you want to have a random name, old school D&D name, or your own choice?
Um. Randomized. I got.
Okay. Do you want the old school random name or a medieval random name?
Old school.
Okay. 41. That was 40. So 240. Eight. All right. Your name is Shalig. So you are
Yeah.
Shalig the veteran. SHALEG. Shalig.
It sounds like a Jewish name, man. I don't know.
Sounds like a pirate's name. All right.
Jewish name.
We are done with our break. Is everyone back? It's been about 5 minutes, so we're gonna start.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Good to go.
Yes.
Okay. So, welcome back, everyone, or welcome if you're new. We are going to be playing some, of course, Dungeons and Dragons. We are prepared. We are ready. And now you're going to imagine the situation, right? Like I told you, to play the game, the start is the Dungeon Master will describe to you the situation which you must imagine, and then from there you'll decide your actions. But you're no longer on Earth. You're now in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. Particularly, you're in a place called the Scorched Swamplands. And out here, you're on the western front. This is the frontier. Okay, you're at a camp called Zertanki, and from here, there are many places you can go to seek your fortune. Most seek their fortune at the local castle ruin, northwest of here. Through a swamp, you will find Castle Ruin Ebestur, beneath which a dungeon was lost, and has become a dungeon, a prison to mankind, right? And its monsters guard it. Dungeons are the highest or the most dangerous place to visit, but also have the highest rewards. Um, and there's many things you can do there to gain golden glory, right? However, adventure lies here in the town itself, in the wilderness surrounding it, and perhaps among yourselves, right? So there's anything or many things you can actually do to get your golden glory. But today, as we have it, you're on a frontier settlement, right? It's consisting of a wooden fort surrounded by encampments, and then uh, trenches, walls, and outposts, right? That protect and keep a surveillance over the surrounding territory. Make sure everyone's safe and sound, right? Within its protection, its walls and perimeter. So you're within the camping grounds at your own camp, the adventurers camp, your adventurers camp, consisting of a large number of rookies, seasoned adventurers, a few of them, and that's pretty much it, right? So we got seasoned members, we got some recruits, we got some old houses too, actually. That was the one more thing. We got some recruits from old houses, and maybe even some seasoned members from some older houses as well. Back for maybe revenge, right? Or back for another adventure, something like that. It's currently, time of year is, let me double check the time of year. It's the end of May of, or April 3. Okay, it will actually be the start of May in this one. So it's early May, where camps are tanky. Write this down real quick. You guys can write it down too if you want.
Where's your tank?
Camps are tanky, early May, year 15. 15 years since humankind has arrived in these lands.
Yeah.
So. Alright, year 15. May, early May. In your party, we're going to go over every member real quick. From House Alpha, we have Algar the Elven, a veteran. Veteran means he's a first level fighter.
Yeah!
Okay.
Yeah! Alpha
From
male.
House Ben, an older house of ours, we have a rookie, right? Dreven the Apprentice, first level thief.
Hello, hello.
Welcome back. From House Cosmos, one of the newly seasoned houses is Fawcett the Medium.
Greetings.
A magic user. And then from House Foster, one of the slightly newer houses as well, survivor of one adventure, Burboscus the Acolyte, first level cleric.
You know, I just learned. You know, I was looking it up. It's pronounced proboscis. Proboscis.
Proboscis.
So now we're gonna say proboscis.
Robuscus.
No, it's proboscis now.
Okay, proboscis.
Okay.
Proboscis.
Alright then. Let's see. Proboscis. C1. Alright,
It
of
seems
House
so
Friska,
vulgar.
a new member from her house. It is Shalig, the veteran. It's a little too late to see one of her relatives, Garmoni, right? Maybe she came here with a funeral. Now she's here to join the campaign. Alright, let's change your name real quick, so we don't have any confusion. Goodbye, Garmoni. Let's see, Shalig is here.
No. I think you're gonna really miss Harmony, man.
She did survive a while. Okay.
Yeah.
From House Grant, one of our seasoned houses, newly seasoned houses, right, is Telvith, Elven Veteran, first level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or actually, this one's only survived one adventure, so slightly seasoned. Of House, but the house itself is pretty seasoned. A few characters under your belt. Of House Irene, one of our newest houses, is we have is Edith. Edith the medium, a magic user.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Alright. One of our old houses, Joan. We have Gerald the apprentice, a recruit to the ranks, a first level thief. Okay, of house Nauer, one of our newest houses. We have Jasuis, the medium.
Hello.
Hello, welcome. Jasuis. Alright, and then of house Zane, one of our newest houses as well. We have Octavius. Octavius, the veteran, right? First level fighter. Very good name. Let's see. Let's fix your name though. You gotta put F1 there. Your rank. Alright, Edith, you too. Let's put your rank on there.
I don't know what my rank is.
M1, first level magic user.
Thank you.
No problem. Let's see. Play some music again. I'll just play the same soundtrack. Or actually, I'll play Campfire.
Play some house music.
Because we're at camp. There we go. That's good. Alright. So, that's everyone in your party. Tonight, you must decide on your party's action. What do they plan to do to get their golden glory? Right? So currently, the majority of you are probably here for dungeons, right? This is after all Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
And if everyone's alright with it and on board, no objections, then we're gonna head to Castle Ebastur, the usual place most adventurers set out for, to get their golden glory. High risk, high rewards, right? So, if you want, you can take it a little slower and take on some smaller jobs out here in town, or venture out on your own and wander the lands in the wilderness. If you get lucky, you might find a dragon. Let's see.
Lucky.
Dragons are the most prized and feared monsters of the land. So, let's see. They used to terrorize these lands in the days of old. Never a day went by without a dragon attack. Let's see. Alright, but now the lands are a little calmer, and humans have managed to survive, as dragons begin to dwindle and we hunt them down. Alright. So, who
Yeah,
would like
we
to
should
propose
go.
our first idea? Or does anyone object to going to Casterun Ebastur, first of all? So that's the goal right now.
Nope. No objections.
Alright.
No
Very well.
option.
Perfect. In that case, it saves us time, saves us, and we can actually move forward then. So if we're all on board, we're all ready to go pretty much, because you guys already spent, hours and days preparing the expedition by buying supplies, equipment, and everything you need, right? Food and water and such. Don't worry about water too much. You can find it in the wilderness and boil your own during camp. But we are going to march in the morning, first thing at dawn. First thing at dawn, you guys will have breakfast and set out. Is everyone alright with this? We'll just make our march there and begin the
What will
dawn.
we have for breakfast?
Breakfast is
Eggs and
free
bacon.
here at Camp Tanky if you are one of its
Pancakes.
tax-paying campers, right? If you pay your taxes, you are provided protection, shelter, and food here. And you also have to serve the watch every now and then, which means you have to, of course, either be a wall guard or maintain the camp, or even
Yeah, no,
get
I
sent
was
on
joking.
patrols. But right now you guys are not on duty. You guys are free to do as you will, and you choose to, of course, set out for adventure. So, bunch of free men right now, right, ready to go get their golden glory.
Onwards.
Alright, in the morning, after breakfast, you begin your travels. The usual course, unless for some reason maybe a seasoned member objects, is to take the Swamp River route, right? So the river runs through this village and all the way from Casterun Ebastur, right? It's fed by many other branches. It's one of the main rivers of the land, and the camp Sertenki was built along it, right? So you will follow this river northwest to the swamps, and it will eventually take you to Casterun Ebastur. The first part of the journey will take you through open grasslands, roughly 1 league, then a league through swamps, and then one more league through grasslands, and the final league through the wooded hills that surround Casterun Ebastur. Alright, so it's a total of a 4 league journey, roughly 12 miles. Your party travels at the rate of roughly 12 miles a day because you're you guys are half speed. You're medium footmen, so that's normal. Um, However, terrain will slow you down, so it might take you about 2 days to get there instead, unless we force march it. Most likely we'll force march it. So the usual course is men will force march themselves all the way to Camp Sertanki. They'll be tired, exhausted, unable to move after that, of course, but they can rest up in, not Camp Sertanki, the siege camp outside Castle Ruin Epistor. They'll force march their way there, and they'll be able to take shelter among the camp, right? So that way, there's fewer encounters for them in the wilderness. You could, of course, take it easy and decide to not force march, but it'll take longer. And that means the longer you're out in the wilderness, the more encounter rolls, right? So it's your choice. I'll let you guys decide. Should we force march it? Is the usual
Force
way,
march.
or should we take it slow and steady?
I
I
would
say
say
go
take
for force march. We can
take it
rest up
slow.
at the camp and less chance for an encounter.
Yeah, Gates Force March.
Alright, we push. So we'll march really hard today, right? We'll push ourselves beyond our normal limits. Instead of 12 miles, we'll be able to travel 50% faster, which means we can travel up to maybe 18 miles a day,
Definitely take it slow.
right? So, through the grasslands, through the swamps, and through more grasslands, and then into woods, you've marched. A band of adventurers, a large band of adventurers. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we also have retainers with us. Some of you brought your retainers, such as Yargar, Flareon, right? They're here too. So Yargar, the medium,
Yep.
is also with us. NPC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's here as a party retainer, so he will get a party share, half share, because he's a retainer. He will serve the party. Same thing with Flareon. Okay. Do we have any other retainers? Did anyone else bring a retainer for this one? Or was it just those two?
No.
I think it was just those two. So Yargar and Flareon are here. So we have a party of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very, very good size. A dozen men, right? Right, dozen adventurers. We marched, and there is a 1 in 6 chance to encounter monsters throughout the day shift, the 8 hours period in which we marched. Okay, there was a monster. And there's also a 1 in 6 chance for wild animals. We'll check for that. There were wild animals. The monsters were encountered at roughly 9 a.m. Animals were encountered at roughly 7 hours later, so 1500, 3 p.m. Okay. First encounter was animal or monster signs. Let's see if either side is surprised. Alright, the party was surprised. And the distance is 20 yards. At the distance of 20 yards, we can already hear a monster in the area. We're in the grasslands. Or no, yeah, it took place in the grasslands. So we were out in the open grasslands when we, of course, heard something rise from the grass, the tall grass, right? We didn't realize it until it got up. We couldn't see it from a distance, nothing like that. This thing was invisible until it chose to stand. Okay, out in the grasslands, again, 20 meters, which is about 60 feet from our position. Its position from you, it is to the east. So you guys are traveling northwest, it is east of you, kind of back the way you came. So it's out of the way you're trying to go, so it's not in the way. You can easily try to maybe flee it, right, or run from it. Just continue on your merry way. However, let me see what kind of monster this is and whether or not it's hostile. That will mostly make the difference here, initially at least. This took place in the grasslands, by the way. Grasslands encounter. The dice will tell us what it is. Okay. And it's an 8 or a 5 and a 7. Okay. Alright. It was one man who rose. A heavily armored knight woke up in the tall grass at 60 feet east of your position. He looks like he was just camping. We couldn't see him from a distance. But he stands up, sees your troop, and just has a seat. You can avoid him. He ignores your party. You guys outnumber him heavily, but it's a lone knight.
Yay.
Heavily armored. Full plate.
That's
He's a hedge
supposed to
knight.
be a monster?
Yeah, it's a monster encounter.
Let's avoid him.
So you saw a hedge knight. You can easily kill a man like this with a large group. Or maybe not easily, but definitely have a chance. He's outnumbered heavily. You guys want to push on?
So
Leave him
I
alone?
wasn't doing anything. I don't want to just
Let's
jump
just-
this random.
I mean,
Well, he
let's.
might have money.
But
Yeah,
that's
let's
so
Get
Yeah, but we
dropped
have
in
that's
the
money.
so
wrong
mad.
elite
That's
rate.
stealish.
Okay, you know what? Enough of
Yeah,
this. I'm gonna throw
let's
a bow
leave him.
and
Leave him.
stand back. I'm gonna retreat after shooting something at him.
You were
Keep in
going
mind,
to get kicked from the group.
humans in these lands, you guys are citizens of your camp Satenki. If you do anything like that and he's, an ally to the camp, you will be considered outlaws. You will never be able to buy weapons or supplies again from any towns in the region.
We leave
We'll just
Juan
go
behind.
away
We
and
leave
leave him
Juan
alone.
behind.
So there is law here. That's how people are to survive
Oh,
without killing each other, right?
Can we recruit him
We'll
to our
just march
cause?
on.
You can try if you are persuasive, I guess.
Don't recruit him
Um,
because then we'll have to give even more of a share out.
Most likely.
Yeah, we're
Oh.
already
Probably costs a lot of
15,
money to hire.
20 people.
Yeah, I think we have plenty of numbers. I mean, we're not,
Here's the real
it would be
question:
a
Is
help,
he
but we're not
hot?
gonna need them.
He's
We
definitely
Is he
hot.
hot?
He's
need
wearing full
more,
plate
He was
armor.
fully
He's
armored.
under a suit of
You
armor.
cannot see.
Okay, that doesn't answer my question though. He could be.
He's really
I don't know.
ugly.
Shall we march on?
Oh, okay, then I
hot.
don't care about him.
We march
No, he's
on.
hot.
Alright, we continue. At around 3 p.m. today, we encountered some animals, right? The distance, let's see, either side surprise. No side was surprised. We encountered animal tracks. We don't actually see them. This took place in the woods. So you're almost there. You're pushing really intensely through the woods, right? Trying to get there before it gets too dark. And you found animal tracks. And the type of animal appears to be very large clawed feet tracks.
Uh-oh.
They look like massive
bear.
lizard tracks, right?
Oh.
Oh, I
This is
like
good.
massive lizards. They're so
Massive
friendly.
lizards. So, clawed footprints, very large, roughly the size of your head.
Guys, let's follow the massive footprints.
We march on
March
towards
on?
the
They're not near. They're
ruins.
not anywhere near, right? So we can go on, or we can track this thing down. So, all right,
We
we
go
push
on
on.
to
We
the
gotta
ruins.
go on.
We just
Alright.
track this thing down.
We stay true to
what
our
if it
path.
surprises?
You
We're
don't
not a
worry.
very agreeing group.
All right.
No,
I mean,
it's not
alright,
very
look,
that's
helpful
look. You'd
for
have
us
to
move
carry
on.
all. Think about all the shit that it's gonna have on it, right? We want to go to this.
It's
dungeon,
gonna attack us
right?
if you don't
And,
kill it.
even if we kill it, right? What's the point?
It's too
What's
far
the point
away
of
for
killing
us
it?
for it to know we were there. It's not
That
anywhere
same point
inside
applies to
here.
myself.
If we
It's
try to track
okay.
it down,
Cool.
if we try
I
to
mean,
track
just
it down,
ignore
we're
it.
gonna be deviating from where we need to go. So I
No,
just say
I
we
mean,
keep
if
going
we
forward.
eliminate this, it won't be a threat for us when we come back.
How about we,
It might.
we
can
how-
keep
It
going.
might not.
We'll
It
just keep
probably
going.
won't be.
All right. Let's take turns
how
sharing our
about we
ideas.
eliminate it on the
So,
way back and go where the money's gonna be.
Okay, let's
Alright.
just go, man.
we have a lot of good
Let's
points
just
here,
go to the
but it sounds like
dungeons.
the majority wants to push forward. Do any of you, for some reason, want to stay behind and maybe deal with these tracks, or stop the party and continue discussing the tracks? All right. Very well. We push. And by the time
Yeah.
you make it to the siege camp outside Castle Store, you're exhausted. You need a day of rest. You need a break. You've been marching about maybe 12 hours straight. A long shift today. Your feet are sore. You're so tired. The campers invite you in, and they realize you're so tired, of course, that they're not going to make you take up. They're not going to make you really do anything strenuous, but if you do join the siege camp, you do have to work, right? At least one shift. There's 3 shifts in a day, right? There's the day shift, the evening shift, and the night shift. So you guys will all get to sleep first. Upon arriving, they'll feed you, they'll get you a place to rest, a camp. And then the next day, of course, while you guys are trying to recover from your long day of marching, everyone will have one shift, whether it be the day shift or evening shift. After your shifts are paid off, right? Because you have to work a shift to actually stay here, of course. And once you've done your shifts, the next day, after you're fully recovered from your rest, or your march, I mean, right? After you're fully recovered, you can begin your delve. That will be a quick summary of what happens. Any objections to this, or anything else you guys want to discuss before this happens?
No objection.
No.
Yeah.
Alright. Upon arriving, we do lose one of the members. He is exhausted. Too exhausted to continue the adventure. So the long march was a bit hard on him, and his morale has dropped, right? He is no longer willing to push forward into the dungeon, but he has made it to, of course, the ruins at the very least. So we lose one man, and that was... And just to tell you, the game ends as soon as you guys want to end it, right? But usually you win as soon as you get rewards and you cash in. So it's like playing poker or any other kind of gambling game. As soon as you make money and escape, you can end the game, right? So you can literally, but you of course can push it a little long. You can push as long as you want, right? Due to the up to the maximum duration of which we plan to play today, which is 3 hours max. We started a game at roughly 0900, I think. So we'll technically be playing till 12 p.m. So we got maybe an hour left to push before every character breaks down and is too stressed out to continue. But we already see one of them.
Straight into the dungeon.
It's not broken. Yes, straight into the dungeon. Let's push on. Let's not waste any more time. We got about an hour left to play. So we lost one of our brothers though. It was Celsius, or Celsuis, the Frenchman. He's the first to retreat.
Who?
Celsuis.
Fahrenheit?
Right? What's the other one that left?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So Celsuis is MIA. Okay. He's out of action. Alright. Well, he did not technically desert. He did text me. So he's just out of action. So we'll just say out of action.
But next time, he doesn't have to walk.
Alright.
Nice.
So now we're ready to go in. Okay, so your men are, it's the next morning of a couple days later, right? You've done your shifts, you've done your rest. Also, the camp can get attacked. Usually they are able to defend, drive off monsters with their fire and everything and their numbers. But there is actually a chance of the camp itself being destroyed. The campers here are just like you, other first level characters. These are actually characters here like that were here and are not currently playing, but were left at Castle Ruin Episode. So, for example, those who played last game, you would see the characters such as Ronnie's here, Ronnie the Veteran is camping here, Praharis is camping here, Palin's camping here, Gal's camping here, Mars is camping here, for example. So there are NPCs.
Praharis,
yeah, they're here too. They can be killed, right? If you guys make stupid decisions, you can't kill them while they're in NPC state. So, and of course, I have to bring them the sad news of their characters getting killed. Naturally, when you guys are not playing, I do everything I can in my power to keep your characters alive, so that when you do come back to play, you can still play your character. But sometimes other players have vendettas and get your characters killed in between games.
I
if you're not
kill
playing.
all of them.
All right.
With my dragon.
Of course, there's consequences. They'll become outlaws and such, right? Player killers. They'll become red flag players, and everyone's gonna hunt them down. So, or they might not be able to adventure again. So, all right.
Some Takis.
Going down the list. Well, let me roll to see if anything occurs during the time you guys were resting. So the evening shift, no encounters. The night shift, this was the first night you were with the campers. Nothing happened. Day shift the next day, you guys are still resting. It was a full day of rest. If after a long march or a forced march, you have to spend a day of resting. Alright, nothing happened during the day shift. Evening shift, nothing happened. Night shift, there was an animal sighting. That's it. The next day, it's morning. Now you don't have to worry because you're done resting. You had your breakfast with one of the campers. You eat the wild game that they caught and any berries and nuts and vegetables that they were able to cook as well.
Did it taste good?
It's if you like camping food, you know, then it tastes decent. Not the best seasonings, but it's fresh. It's gamey. It's tough. Let's see.
But nourished.
Yes, indeed. Alright, so we're about to head in. As you approach the ruins itself, you can tell that there's two ways in. The siege camp itself is built around the cavern entrance, which is a direct way into the donjon below. Now, it doesn't lead into the donjon exactly, it leads into the caverns which connect to the donjon. However, the caverns are considered dungeon level 1, so it's a more direct way in a way where you will find danger immediately, right, and golden glory immediately. The other way is if you want full access into the dungeon, like immediate access, you can make your way through the ruin and find the way into the donjon, right, the underground stronghold below the castle ruin. That's one way to do it, but in order to do that, you have to get through the castle ruins. The castle ruins are considered dungeon level 0, so it's going to be a lot of mundane exploration where you're going to find nothing, literally almost no monsters and almost no loot. So you have to get through that to find you have to go below it somehow. Most likely you have to enter the keep and find a stairway down into donjon level 1. So the donjon is the underground stronghold under the ruins, right? So there's two ways in, again, reminder. So caverns, level 1 access into dungeon level 1, right? So you will basically be in two separate dungeons, the cavern dungeon and then eventually the dungeon itself. And the other option is to go through dungeon level 0, which is the ruins, and then down into dungeon level 1, which is the donjon below Castro Nevis door. So, what option would you guys like? The caverns is the usual route, but you can also take the ruins if you'd like, if you want to take a more peaceful
Wait, have I been
approach.
to these ruins before? I have, right?
These are the local ruins. If you've been to a ruin, this is probably the one you went to last time. It's the only ruin in the area. If you've been playing
Oh.
recently.
Yeah, this was the first one.
So
I
me
would say
and
let's go for the
Tanith
ruins.
know the way. Or Telvith.
Yeah.
Tanith
draw
was my
maps.
father, and he told me about his adventures in the ruins.
Let's
So we
go.
could technically just find the gate and go in.
So you guys want to make your way up to the ruins then, or do you guys want to enter through the caverns?
The ruins.
I say go through the ruins.
Yeah.
Ruins.
I'll agree with that.
Which
Majority
one's
votes
the
for
boring one?
The ruins.
Not the
It's
ruins.
gonna be a
We went
peaceful
through the
approach.
cave last time.
The abandoned castle ruins, right? You'll find a way in.
Which
Ruins.
one's
You know.
the good one?
The
I would
ruins.
say
There's
the
also the
ruins.
caverns, which is technically a way in,
I think
but it's the caverns are below the ruins, right? And they allow, if you manage to get through the caverns, you can also get through the dungeon, right? So it's immediate risk though, because you're in a cavern full of
The
vermin.
immediate risk one. We go to the immediate risk one.
I
We have
say
a
the
Yeah,
cave.
let's
contract.
just go, man.
Do the
I would
cavern.
say
Yes.
I would say the
We
ruins.
should have
I
a
would say the
vote. We
ruins.
should have a vote.
All right, we'll go down the
We
list.
don't
and then
have
we'll
time
vote.
for the shitty one.
So yeah,
We do,
we
though,
do
'cause
have
we
a
know the
limited
way.
time, so keep that in mind too. We got about
Yeah,
an
take go
hour
for
of
the caverns. Given
courage left.
time.
All right, Algar, you take a vote. You want ruins or caverns?
I'll go where the majority is voting for.
Okay, 0 vote. Okay. Uh, Driven, ruins or caverns?
Caverns.
Okay. Fawcett, ruins or caverns?
Which ones has
Ruins.
monsters?
So both of them have monsters,
Caverns.
but almost no monsters are currently found in the ruins, which are, connected to the outside world. So the ruins are on the surface, right? They say that the ruins are haunted, so the only thing you might find there are undead,
Caverns.
and they're mostly looted. The caverns? Okay.
Yeah.
Proboscis, you'll find vermin in the caverns. That's what people say, like giant bugs and rats. Proboscis, what's your
Yeah,
vote?
caverns.
Juwan, you've got a
Caverns.
lot of background sound. Please mute yourself until it's your turn to speak. Thank you.
Caverns. Caverns.
Caverns? Okay. Juwan, I'm gonna have to mute you. Alright, please fix yourself. Shalik, you want caverns or ruins?
Caverns.
Alright. I did warn him, so. Telvith, caverns or ruins?
Ruins. Or caverns. Caverns.
Oh, caverns. Okay.
We have a good size for caverns.
Edith, caverns or
Okay,
ruins?
cavern it is.
Okay, the majority has voted on caverns, I think, so far. So, we'll go with the caverns.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright. Any serious objections? No?
Nope.
Okay. Good. Alright, so, after a long discussion over campfire this morning, right, the men are looking over maps, making plans and all that, going over drills. They finally decide, the caverns it is, right? So, they cheers to it, they grab their weapons, you guys prepare to enter the caverns. We're going to go down the list, you guys will pick out what weapons or tools you want to equip, right, before we enter, and then what position you want and what spells you memorized. So, just to keep things simple and quick. So, we're going to go with Algar first, Algar the Elven. What do you want to equip?
I will equip my bow and arrows, and I will go 3rd rank. And for my spell, I'll have the not the what's it called? Let me see here. The one that helps with the doors.
Hold portal? Okay.
That's
Yeah,
Hold
hold portal. Yeah, I'll have that one prepared.
Good to go. Thank you. Drevin, what would you like to do to prepare?
I'm gonna equip my short bow and arrows. Let me just bring up my character sheet real quick. I'll be bringing my pole, my lockpick, my lantern and oil.
Yep, they're all brought with you. It's just what do you wield? Like, what do you equip in your hands?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Short bow. Short bow.
Short bow. Okay. What position would you like?
I will
Missionary.
since I have the pole. Since I have the pole, I'll do the front.
Okay, so you got pole and bow equipped, and then you're in the front. Good choice. All right, good to go. And then Faucet, what do you want to wield?
I will do shield and spear, and I'll be in the mid or the back. Probably mid is better though.
Why not front?
All right,
Why
you
not
want to be
front?
the front or second rank? You have a shield, so you might be in the front to protect with the
I
shield.
can be front. That's good too.
Okay. Front lines, first to see, first to fight, first to die. They lead the way though. Still, Proboscis, you're next. Oh yeah, Faucet, what spell did you memorize?
Oh, sleep.
Okay.
All right. I'm holding the crucifix and the holy water.
Okay. Very good. All right. That's pretty much it from you. Shalig, our veteran. What would you like to wield?
My javelin and shield.
Okay, javelin, shield. Right. Telvith. Oh yeah. What rank do you want? Shalig, you want to be rear guard since you're one of the rookie fighters?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Since we have about 12 people, probably have around 4 or 5 ranks, maybe 3. At least 4, I think. Yeah. So, Shalig, we'll put you in. How about rank 4 or 5? What do you think? Want to be far back? Kind of back?
Mm, let's do fourth rank.
4th rank. Good to go.
Thank you.
Telvith, you're next. What would you like to wield?
Can I memorize sleep
Mm-hmm.
and equip my sling? And then I would like to be in third rank.
Oh, by the way, can I be in third rank?
Oh yeah. Proboscis, you're in 3rd. You are with Telvith. Both of you are together in 3rd. Okay, next is Edith, the medium. What would you like to wield?
I forgot what my ranged weapon was called.
Oh, alright.
I
You have a sling and stones.
I'll bring that, and then since I'm kind of weak, I'd prefer to play in the back if that's alright. Not weak. Wait, no, I'm the opposite. I'm just stupid. I can play like mid.
Alright, middle. You want to be 3rd?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or do you want to be 2nd?
A
If you're in
sling is a
2nd, you might be able to
one-handed
see up
weapon,
ahead
right?
a little bit. We'll put you in 2nd then.
First. Put her in first.
First?
We already have
It's your
her
choice.
first.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Edith, what do you think? 2nd? Edith?
I think she said Edith.
Irene.
Alright, we'll go with 3rd.
I'm sorry. I was talking to my mom. Huh?
You went 2nd or 3rd? Because 2nd allows you to see further ahead. 3rd, you're kind of too far back to even shoot.
Then second.
Alright, Gerald, I'll let you speak again. Hopefully you're not. Hopefully you're with us.
Front line tempered bow, knife in the waistline.
You said bow and knife?
No, bow and on the first, on the front line.
Okay, front line. Bow and front line. Okay. Good to go.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you. Octavius, the veteran, what would you like to wield?
My stone hammer and on the front rank.
Okay, the front might be full now. Let's see. Yeah, the front is full, Octavius. There's already 3 people there. The tunnel only
Oh,
allows
then
about 3 people
the one
abreast.
below it.
Second rank. Okay.
Yes.
Alright, and then Yargar. Where shall we put Yargar? And what does he wield? Grandpa. He's gonna wield his
Yargar.
sling and stones. How's that? And his dagger.
Yeah. And he'll have the spell equipped. What's it called?
Read magic or sleep.
That's mine.
He has
That's
those
his.
spells.
Yeah, mine. Yargar
Oh,
has
wait.
light darkness
No, yeah.
and
Yargar has
shield.
light and shield. So, sorry, my
Yeah.
bad. You want him to memorize light?
Yeah.
Okay. His position will be 4th.
In
Is
the
that
back.
fine?
4th?
Or 3rd?
Oh, 4th in the back? Yeah. You can put him in the very back.
Alright, he's in 4th. He's got light prepared. Flareon, do you want him to memorize sleep or read magic?
Can I memorize read magic and be in the back with the guy that just told his?
Yargar? Okay.
Yeah, you're.
Grandpa Yargar. Right.
Mhm.
Flareon will equip his... He's equipping his
The
short bow.
bow.
Okay. Alright, good to go. Alright, the party is ready. We're now entering. The cave is roughly 30 feet wide, the entrance at least. It's 10 feet deep. To the east and west, rocks. Cave rocks, stalactites, stalagmites. In the middle, the cave leads you into a cave tunnel. Alright, so it's a clear path to the middle. That seems to be the only way to really continue deeper into the cavern, which is north. Unless you want to check out the rocks east and west. This is merely the entrance. So which way would you guys like to go? East, west,
North.
or north?
North.
God
North.
told me. God told me we have to go east.
Party majority, the majority of the party is
Okay, we have so many gods north. Let's just
okay.
North.
Most of the crew
Okay,
speaks north. One party member objects and says, no, let's go east, right? So, those in the front
Yeah,
will have
we
final
have to
say,
go
though, because they're the
north.
ones leading the way. So, unless someone wants to break
I am
rank.
gonna be drawing the map, DM. The hallway that we're traveling through, is it a 5x5 or is it like a 5x10 or
It's
So the
a 10
entrance
by
how big
itself
10.
is
is it?
30 feet
10 by
wide,
10.
10 feet long, but the tunnel past it, the tunnel which is, or the exit in the north wall, right, leads into a tunnel that's roughly 10 feet wide, 8 to 10 feet wide, 8 to 10 feet tall. It's cavernous, right? So it's not
Okay.
exactly 10 or 8 feet, it's between, right? Somewhere around there.
Okay, 10 and 10, and
Yeah,
then
you can draw it
all
as
right.
10 though.
Okay.
So,
So-
we enter and there's a direction to go north.
Yep, the
East
tunnel leads
and
north.
west.
That's the only way you can really push at the moment, unless you want to check out the other parts of the entrance, which is east and west, the wide parts of the entrance. But we're about to push north. Those leading the way are, of course, they have final say, right, which is Fawcett, Drevin,
Yeah.
and Gerald, right? So you lead the way. If any of you want to break rank, you can, but keep in mind, splitting the party is not
No,
advised.
no.
So we push. Fawcett, and you can, of course, speak your own mind, but make sure when you speak your own mind, maybe give a reason, right? So that way people might
Right.
agree or know why you think that. If you just randomly say east because the gods say you go east, then no one's really going to listen. Right.
Wait, can we like
Alright.
roleplay in this? Like while we're having
You
conversation.
are role playing. You're playing the role of your
In
character.
Dungeons and Dragons? That's crazy, dude.
Oh.
Why would you want to roleplay while playing this?
Okay.
How,
Okay,
how
let's
far
roll.
how far
Okay,
north
Start
do we
role playing
go?
Your
whenever you
god
feel ready to, right?
is
So,
weaker than my god.
My god says that we should go east as well.
My
Well, there's
god
rocks
is
east.
stronger than you, god.
all right. So a couple of the members don't want to push. They kind of stop and have a discussion before we even enter. They talk about gods. You guys want to force them forward, or stop and discuss, or what? We already have an issue.
Um,
No, we're
well,
gonna go north.
Look,
I'm just
look,
gonna
yeah.
go
Can we
look.
do a rock paper
All right,
scissors
if
game?
we go north,
We-
if we go north,
Remember, victory is on you
saying
guys. I will
we're
not force you
probably
to win.
also going
In fact,
to hell.
I will let you lose if you want to lose, right? So, if you guys
No,
want to talk about
uh,
gods all morning,
I'm
you can do that.
I'm
We
convinced with
push
the front
north.
rankers, they say north, so north.
All right, we push north.
how
All
far
right, we're gonna go.
how far north do we go though, so I can check it
All right,
accurately?
we're moving through a tunnel to the north. We can see up ahead barely because we have no torchlight lit yet. So someone in the front needs to prepare a torch if you want to see.
Did no one take out a torch?
I've got 6 torches, so I can prepare one.
And I'll prepare one for third rank as well.
Okay, speak your names, please, real quick, so I can write it down.
Faucet.
Faucet. All right, thank you.
And then Algar for third rank.
All right, thank you. -1 torch,
And
Faucet.
then
-1 torch,
for
Algar.
last rank, and I have Laron prepare a torch as well.
Good to go. Does he have a torch, right?
Yeah, he has 3, so now 2.
Good to go. All right, and they're wielding them. So Flareon wields a torch. Faucet, if you want to wield your torch, you have to put you can put your spear in your shield hand, but you can't use both of them properly, right? And then you can hold the torch in the other, and then you can drop the torch later to fight with it, but it's not advised.
Yeah.
So I'd recommend putting either your shield or the spear away to hold the torch properly and the other item properly.
I'll put the spear away.
If I remember, one of us was a dwarf, right?
Drevin has the bow and pull out, but he's gonna use it to prod the floor. So if you put the torch at the end, he can't prod the floor properly. Let's see. So Faucet, you're gonna. And yeah, do we have a dwarf in our ranks? We don't.
We have a dwarf. He can see more
There's
in
no
the
dwarfs.
dark.
No one's a dwarf in this party.
Oh. Okay,
We have a couple of elves.
The elves can't see far.
Elves don't do anything within that.
In our game,
Okay,
because they're
let's
not from
move
the
on.
underground. The only class we have at the moment, because we don't. All monsters in the game can't see in the dark in our game, but they have echolocation instead. That's what. So if you guys don't know, we do have a house rule where we don't let anyone to have infravision because it doesn't make sense in our game. So the dark is truly dark in our game. The only class that has the exception of seeing better in the dark is dwarves because they're from the underground, right? That's their bonus. They can see twice as far in the dark, right? With like a torch, for example, that provides 10 feet of light, they can see 20 feet, for example. And then instead, monsters that live in the dark are actually blind. So that means thieves can actually hide from them. Because if they had infravision, thieves' hiding ability would be negated, right? Because they would see their heat. So thieves can actually hide from monsters because most of the monsters in the dungeon are blind and have to use echolocation to find you. So the noises you make, right, will attract them to your position. That's why hearing noises is a very important skill to have too. Because you're going to be in the darkness and hearing noises will be your detector to see how far they are or if there's any in the area. So thieves are super good at listening for noises, same with the demi-humans, except halflings. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So no dwarves, sadly, so we can't have any underground scouts, but we do have a thief with us. So he's already prodding ahead with his pole. And then of course Faucet, we put your spear away. Is that fine?
Yes.
You got the shield in one hand, the torch in the other.
It has to be held. Does the lantern have to be held, or can it be put on a pole or something?
You can put the lantern on the pole, but if you want to prod the floor with the pole, you can't have the lantern there naturally. Otherwise, the lantern is going to be like bouncing and it won't really be effective, right?
Okay, good.
So the anglerfish
give
technique
lantern-
or pole lanterns are very vital if you have more poles at the front, right? So we only have one thief at the front, so he's using it to prod. If we send another thief up there who has a pole too, and we do have extra thieves, then he can do, of course, the lantern pole or the torch pole. So let's see. Do any of our thieves? Oh, we have Gerald. He's in the very front. Gerald, you have a bow out. You don't have anything in your right hand. Do you want to get your pole out and do your job? You can do a torch pole if you want, Gerald. Light the way.
Oh, he's drinking water right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be if somebody else is holding the light, I'll be probing.
Maybe Gerald kind of really needs you here. You're the thief, you're in the front, leading the way. The party's halted because of you. Let's see.
Gerald has a heart attack and dies.
One of the most useful characters, but hard, maybe complacent players. So, all right.
Can we just like push him ahead?
Gerald is just holding his bow and ready to march, but he's not willing to get his pull out. He's too lazy. He's like, well, let's just move forward, right? Okay, are we willing to push without him doing that?
Yes.
Okay, for now, at least.
Yes.
Okay. So for now, we just have the pole prodding and the torch lit at the front. 3 torches are lit, of course. Faucet lights the way ahead. We can see 10 feet ahead. Algar lights the way in the middle, so the party can see, itself in the middle can actually see each other. And at the back, at the rear, Flareon lights the rear up with his torch. Okay, very good. Alright. Let's see what's in the tunnel. Okay. So we're moving through a cavernous tunnel. Again, 8 to 10 feet wide and long. It's the first area. And you're seeing what appears to be on the eastern wall of the tunnel what looks like a small rock about 1 foot long. Maybe not that small, small boulder. Yeah, a small boulder, 1 foot long, 1 foot tall. It seems to be blocking off a hole. You can clearly tell that there's a hole in the east wall, and that boulder, that small boulder, is blocking it. So you can easily kind of push it away and see what's in the hole if you really wanted to. Otherwise, you can continue past it and proceed toward what looks or appears to be a 10-foot intersection up ahead, a square intersection. From that intersection, you can see an alcove to the east and the tunnel continuing north. Your torch is lighting 10 feet ahead, right? So before you even walk into the area ahead, you can see 10 feet ahead, right? So I'll describe the area ahead of you. So right now, ahead of you, or past this tunnel that you're currently in, is an intersection. So you're currently in the tunnel. And east of the tunnel, in the wall, is that boulder. What do we think?
Right.
Want to push on or check the boulder or something else?
Does
Push on.
anybody mind checking the boulder? No?
I do.
I pray at the boulder.
Okay.
How many
I'm
from
expecting-
from
I'm-
the entrance up to this point? How many feet did we travel?
Roughly 5 to 10 feet. You haven't gone far in.
Okay.
The front lines are 10 feet
Okay.
ahead, right? Because they made
I
their way
think
through
we
the
should
tunnel
check the boulder.
toward the intersection.
10 feet.
The
Okay.
rest of you are roughly 5 to
I
10 feet.
checked
Some of you are still
the-
outside, in fact, because you're further back in the rings. But if we're talking about the front lines, you know, the first rank or the party's front, they are 10 feet in. They've just arrived at the intersection up ahead.
Right. So let's continue then.
Alright,
But you really
ignore
want
the
to look
boulder.
around, it
Someone
seems.
prays
Continue.
toward it. I heard. Otherwise, everyone else sounds ready to continue. If you say nothing, for the most part, I'll consider it to be, you know, you're in agreement with what the rest of the party wants to do. Keep in mind, if you want to do something, do speak up. I encourage you to, but don't interrupt. And if you do speak up to say something, try to let everyone else have a chance to speak. So don't say more than one thing at a time. Say about one thing, give everyone a chance to speak. That way, everyone has a chance to play.
Can we do a division maneuver where the front of the party faces backwards and the back of the party faces frontwards, and we check the boulder. In that case, if anything pops up, we can kill it in between.
Okay,
Can
so
we
you
leave
want to
Jamie
surround the
underneath
boulder
that
pretty
table?
much and move
Yeah,
it.
that's my
Okay,
proposition.
so what happens?
We're in
So
the
what
entry
happens
tunnel.
is that
Yeah,
please you continue.
we're at the entry tunnel, and Octavius would like the party to stop here and surround this boulder. Make sure it's safe. So he wants to move this boulder out of the way. Just make sure it's safe behind it. Should we do this, or should we continue past it?
No.
Talbot
We
says
should
let's move
continue
on.
past it.
That's one
My
against one.
reasoning is
If the majority thinks
No,
we push on, we'll push on.
We move on.
We
the
can make a
reasoning
compromise. First two ranks will face forwards, the last two ranks will face backwards, and we'll keep moving forwards. And if anything pops out, the back two ranks will be prepared to cover us.
Of course. So the rear guard will just keep an eye on it as we proceed past it. How's that? Is that a good compromise?
Affirmative.
Against what?
Alright.
That works.
So the party keeps an eye
Roger.
on it as we pass it. Nothing seems to occur as we passed it, and we made our way toward an intersection. From this intersection, again, to the east, there's an alcove, which is a chamber open to the tunnel itself. There's no walls dividing it and the chamber, right? So 10-foot alcove to the east. You can see a sand pit in there, toward the center. On the far end, half a torso or half a skeleton remains. Toward the north, the tunnel does continue. You can see some type of pool of water in the middle, surrounded by bones, tons of bones. Heaps of human bones around that pool of water. Most of them seem to be covered in some type of mold or vegetation, not too certain, greenish shrubbery, um, and the water itself is very still. It's still water, right? The intersection that you're in or moving through is pretty quiet. However, you start to hear some noises above you.
Above us. Oh.
Indeed. Also, in the wet
Okay.
rock here on the
Okay.
walls, there appear to be uh, they're pretty deeply embedded in the walls. It looks like a crystalline formation growing on the walls, like crystals growing from the water and dripping down from the ceiling. But crunchy sounds above
So
your heads. When you look up, let me see the reaction to your party. Clearly, you can see they're crawling out of the holes in the walls, and they're pretty hostile. They're kind of hissing around, snapping their mandibles, but there's a bunch of giant centipedes above us.
Oh no.
They're about 1 foot
Oh
long each.
fuck.
quick
Total
question about the
of
intersection. Is
6,
there a
half a dozen.
direction?
So we were not directly beneath them quite yet. We see them as we make our way in, right? They come out of their holes as we're about to step into the intersection. So, or we're kind of in the intersection already, and they're at the far end, crawling out of the holes in the ceiling. They seem
So you said
hostile.
there's
They're
a
warning you.
place to go
Yeah,
north?
see, me personally,
Yeah, north. The centipedes are north of you on the ceiling, though. So you could push to
And
the
there's
east and
also
avoid
an
them.
I'd
alcove to the
throw up.
east. Is there anything to the west, or is there nothing to
There's
the
a wall to the
west?
west. In the west wall, that's where you see the crystalline formations. A bunch of small crystals. They're common crystals. They look like they're worth 1 silver each.
Okay.
And
Can
how
I
far into
suggest
the
an
west are
idea?
they?
If you're able to mine these crystals out, there's a total of 110 of them. So that's 110 silver's worth of treasure right there.
But we
And how
have to
many
kill the.
centipedes?
Oh,
But we have to kill
Can
It
I
takes time to mine them, though.
centipede.
You need pickaxes, shovels, and knives and such. Right, chisels and
Fuck
hammers.
that.
can I tell the clerics to start praying over the bones that are there?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay,
Like
so
pray towards the bones
But
so
like,
that
there's
like
also bugs here.
you guys talk for a bit, and I'll let you discuss for a moment. Keep in mind you're discussing in front of these bugs, and they're hissing at you and warning you to stay away. You're not advancing, so they don't really attack you, of course, unless you move toward them. They might attack you, but they are hostile. They do not immediately attack, but they are hostile. Um,
Okay.
and
So
as they
Yes,
hiss
we
and warn
can.
you, is there anything else you guys want to discuss before we all declare an action? We all get one action, so you
Um,
guys are in discussion mode right now.
no.
I just want to ask about Irene, or sorry, Edith. You have the flammable oil, right?
Oh, that might work.
um,
I'm gonna
yeah, I
say that means
do.
yes. So because it's a group of insects, we could probably just lay out the oil in front of us and then lure them in. And then once they're like down on the ground, we'll have an advantage to just light them up.
Okay, but they're like all on the ceiling, and also I don't think I don't know about like centipedes just kind of do their own thing. So are we sure we could get like all of them in just one blow like that with fire?
Well, how many are
well
there
no,
again?
but
There's
it
like
would
what, six?
definitely
There's
hurt
6
them.
giant centipedes hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, 6 giant
See,
centipedes.
me
Yeah. So
personally,
if
I
they
hate
want to get to
centipedes, so I
us,
don't even want to be here.
See, okay,
well,
but here's the thing with the centipedes, right? Because me and some adventurers came in, yes, a week ago. We got paid out
So
for
did
the
I.
centipedes. So if we kill the centipedes, they're worth quite a bit.
But they'd be
And they were
they'd be
eating a
burned.
human.
If we're using
They
my
were eating a
fire,
human.
then
You just gonna
Um,
or do they
He was
want
right.
part?
Let's not use fire. Let's not use fire. Fuck fire.
I
Yeah,
think
no,
yeah, because I
they
feel
want
like
them. They
fire
want
could,
them
like,
intact because they use the venom and their scales and stuff. So if we use fire, it's gonna damage them and they won't be worth as much. Probably worth
Also,
nothing at that
what
point.
if that fire like?
We set up a missile line.
Alright, a
Do I
turn has
remember?
passed. You guys have been discussing for a whole 10 minutes now. The bugs continue to hiss at you for a whole 10 minutes. Let me see if they have a new
let's take a
reaction.
step back.
I rolled
okay.
for wandering monsters, as you discussed. The new reaction is now they are fleeing into their holes. The bugs are gone now. They fled into their holes
That
after
works
a turn.
Okay.
So they're out of the way. You can press on. Maybe if you go past them again,
Can
they
I
might come out, but they did come out when you got close.
can I mine?
All
Can
right.
I start
Uh,
mining like all the
do I
fish?
rem do I remember there's a person here who has the paralysis
Okay.
spell.
Gerald, mute yourself unless you're
Sweet.
speaking. Can't
Okay.
hear
Okay.
anything.
Wait.
Does
Okay.
somebody have a sleeping spell?
I have an idea.
What?
I have an
Do your own
idea.
thing. Let them decide if they do something with a sleep spell.
I'm gonna be a bait, and I want all of you to like surround the area. So whenever they come down, when we are mining, you kill them all with bows and magic and holy water.
But
Holy
how
What
is
are
water
that
we
Well, if
gonna
won't
we
work
killing?
don't,
on
The
them
bugs are
because
gone.
The bugs are gone.
holy
yeah,
water
the
won't
bugs
work
are
on them because
gone.
they're bugs.
Let's
Alright.
just press on.
But the
Let's
bugs
press
are
on.
So as a
gone.
party,
Can I
do we want
start
to press
mining
on or do you
crystals?
want to take
press
actions
on?
here?
Press on.
Let's
Can I
press
can I
on.
mine
Press
crystals?
on.
Must, yeah.
Press on.
One party member wants to have the party wait here so we can mine crystals. So we can, if you guys want to go for the crystals or should we press on? We can come back for the crystals too. They're near the entrance.
Each of them is 1 silver, and we're almost
Fuck
out of
the
time.
crystals.
We are pretty short on time. We've got 13 minutes. So the
Yeah.
crystals are pretty valuable.
Yeah.
If we get the crystals,
So
if we
if
get
we
the crystals right now, there's like we can get 100 silver worth of crystals. So we're probably just
Yeah.
I'm
better off getting
assuming
the
when we
crystals right
get
now.
the
yeah, it's
Honestly,
assuming
better
when
to
we
that's
get
just
the
fine.
get the
crystals,
crystals.
they're gonna come back. Like as soon as we are starting to get the crystals, they're gonna come back.
Okay,
Well,
That's
that's why
why
we have a
if
couple of
everyone
us
doesn't have
take
stuff,
guard.
so I'm gonna start mining the crystals.
Okay, Talbot's advancing toward the crystals.
Before you start, hey, Talith, you can start in just one moment. All we're gonna do is just formation. We have two of us that know magic missile, two of us that know sleep, right? So we're gonna have
You have
us four. Us four
I
that
have a
know sleep
pickaxe.
and magic missile. You have pickaxe. Do you know sleep as well?
Yeah, but I can one hand the pickaxe, so if
Keep in
they
mind,
do
if you
come
have
out, I
magic
can.
missile, you didn't memorize it, you can't use it today.
Okay.
You only memorize one spell per day.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So
Did I even
I'll
memorize this?
I'll keep
Oh,
distance
Edith,
to
what spell did you
prepare sleep
memorize?
just in case.
I didn't get an option. I didn't
Alright.
get to pick one.
Magic missile
And
or
we're out of
ventriloquism?
time.
Can I just start mining the crystals now?
Alright. Yes, of course. 1 second.
Yeah.
We're gonna give everyone a chance to do something, so you're not just gonna mine it and everyone's gonna watch you mine. So everyone's gonna get
Yeah.
to do an action as you're mining, right? So I'll let you guys discuss first, and then you guys can take an action. Does that make sense? So if one person takes an action, before you take your action, of course, let's give everyone a chance to speak, and of course, then they can take their action too, so that it's not one person doing something and everyone just watches, right? That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
So, everyone wants to do something.
I want to
So
sit on the floor.
we're gonna go down the list, and you all will decide your own action. So the party, as a party, the party's action is to stay in this area and explore, right, or loot, right? Whether they loot or fight, everyone will choose their own. So Algar, we'll start with you. Just going down the list. What's your action?
I'm gonna keep guard and I'm gonna have my the torch lit still, and I'm gonna have my bow and arrows ready with the spell that I had prepared ready.
Okay, so if the bow is in hand and torch is in hand, and you have hold portal in hand, or hold portal ready to cast, you might, if you want to cast hold portal, you have to have a free hand. So you would have to drop either your bow or your torch, and if you wanted to use your bow, you would have to drop your torch. Is that understandable?
Okay, I'll drop. Yeah, I'll drop the torch.
Okay,
But
so
I'll put it in a place where like it stays lit.
you want to stick it in the wall. The wall has crevices in it. You can try to jam it in there, but it will make noise if you try to smash it in there. There's no sconces.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll try to put it into the wall.
Okay, so that will be your first action. You're gonna be busy trying to jam your torch into the wall, so you won't be on guard. Is that alright? You'll be, trying to jam your torch into a wall.
That's fine. I trust that my party members will assist me if anything goes south.
Alright, good to go. So you're doing that. That's your action. That way this area is nicely lit without using a hand. Drennan, or Drevin, I mean, what will be your action throughout this turn? You're at the front. What do you do?
I'm gonna help my. Using my pickaxe.
Okay, so you're gonna mine. The pickaxe is really good
Yep.
at getting crystals out. Let's see. Each strike you might get about a handful out, about 5. So there's again 110.
Okay.
Every round you guys will get like 1 strike in, of course, and get a certain number depending on what tool you use. The pickaxe, a hand or a normal sized pickaxe with 1 strike, yeah, should be able to get about 5 out. Alright. Faucet, let's see, we'll go with you next. So,
I'll just take a step back and try to keep my eye like on the ceiling.
on the ceiling?
Just in case I need to cast sleep.
Okay, very good call. So you're on guard toward the ceiling, watching that hole where the bugs came out of. Alright, Burboscus, you're in the 3rd rank. You want to pray or something? What do you want to do? You
I
want to
guess
pray
so.
toward
What
those
else can you do?
skeletons?
But pray. That's my whole life, man.
All right, you start
I
praying
mean,
in the
you could
direction of the
bind too.
Yeah.
skeletons, the bones.
Yep.
Okay. Shalik, the veteran, what's your action? You want to help dig?
Um, I was gonna kind of just stand guard, but if everyone wants me to help dig, then I guess I can.
You could. We
We
have
got 2
kind
guards
of
right
two
now,
guards at the
so
moment.
another.
So,
Okay, then I can help dig.
okay. What tool do you want to use? You want to use your javelin, your hand, or your shield? If you use a javelin, you'll dull it. If you use your hand, of course, it's not that effective, but it's just your hands. You don't really have a special tool.
Yeah, I'll just do my hands. I wanna not
Alright.
ruin my javelin. That's all I got.
So you use your hands to just pry them out of the wall. Try to at least. With your fingers. Telvith, what would you like to do? Oh yeah, you're the one digging, right?
Talvis is digging, yeah. He has a pickaxe.
Pickaxe, okay. So he's mining them out. The pickaxes are very effective at taking these out. Edith,
He's a miner.
what would you like to do?
I'm sitting on the floor.
Matt chilling with your magic missile and slinging stones?
Yeah, I'm sitting.
Alright, you're on guard. Gerald?
Meditating.
I'm gonna take cover and aim my bow at the roof.
Okay,
I
good
know they're
call.
coming down.
We have many
He
guards
knows
now,
they're coming.
so we probably might need some diggers, because we got plenty of guards at this point. Octavius, you've got the hammer you can use that against the wall if you want.
Is the hammer effective against mining?
You can probably smash bits of the rock out. Try not to hit the crystals, because then you'll shatter them. So you can like help out by smashing the surrounding rock. If you had a spike, do you have a spike? You can like chisel them out.
No, I don't have a spike.
Oh, I have a spike.
You want to pass him a spike? You can chisel them out.
Yeah, it's a spike I got from the last
The
last
rusty old
exploration.
spike. Or you toss him your rusty
Alright,
spike.
I'll help mine the crystals, yeah.
Are you
With the
borrowing this
spike.
to him, or are you gonna let him keep it, Fawcett?
Borrowing.
Okay, you say, I want it back, right? And you toss him the rusty old spike. You can chisel.
Well, I say just like use it as you need.
Yeah. Yargar, is he gonna help dig? Let's see.
Yargar says, and then he kind of taps the rock with whatever he has.
He uses his fingers.
Yeah, he's like moving stuff.
He taps it with his
Alright.
finger.
Flareon, he's gonna help dig as well then. He can use his knife. The knife is a tool. You can dull it. It won't really matter. Alright. So, in the first round, right, they all strike at once as to, only make one sudden noise. And with each strike, the miners, a full-on pickaxe can probably smash 1 pound of rock in one strike. So if they want to go for a rock, they can, and that rock might have about a handful of those crystals, right? They don't want to strike the crystals themselves because they would shatter the crystals. So you would smash rock, you would get about a pound of rock off the wall, and of course that's 5 crystals right there. So those who have pickaxes, they get 5 crystals right there. They can two-hand the pickaxe and hit even harder. If they really want, they can double their strength, right? So if they want, the normal size pickaxe can actually take 2 pounds of rock out if they two-hand it. And therefore, if they do that, they'll get 10 crystals per strike. So those who have pickaxes, you guys want to two-hand your pickaxes? Get twice as much.
I'll two-hand my pickaxe. I realized I was muted.
I'll two-hand that as well.
Alright, so per strike, you'll take 20 of the crystals out. So you get 20
And how much
crystals
is the crystal worth?
Each crystal is worth
That's
10
26.
coppers. That's 10 days of hard labor from mining these crystals. These are valuable gemstones, right? They're common gemstones, but they're valuable. So.
You said two-handing equals 10 crystals?
Yep, so Drevin's gonna get to take 20, and Talbot's gonna dig 20 out. And then Shalik using her fingers, just merely her fingers, it's gonna take her maybe a full minute to pull one crystal off of the wall just with her fingers. So 6 rounds will go by, but she will make 0 sound, right? She's just kind of like using her nails, carving them out. They're not in really hard rock or anything. They're in like limestone or something. These crystal formations, soft rock, so it's not gonna take forever to take out. But it takes her about a minute to pull one free, so she doesn't even get one out in the first strike. Same thing with all the other finger diggers. The chiseler, you probably chisel out 1 crystal per round, right, with a spike. So in one strike, you would pop 1 of the crystals out. So 1 per round with the chiseler. And then, yeah, all the other diggers, they just get none pretty much. So effectively, we're getting about 41 per strike, okay? So every time we strike, we make noise, and that equals a potential wandering monster encounter. 1 in 6 chance to lure a monster to our position. So here's the first strike. Okay, everyone else is on guard or just preparing for the worst. But the ones who take real action here are the looters, who are looting, of course, crystals from the wall. Here's the first strike. Monsters do not appear. So you got 41 crystals off the wall just now.
Nice. That's a shitload of money.
Here's the next strike. No monsters appear. And you got 81 or 82 crystals total off the wall now. And just 2 strikes, or 2 sets of strikes. Here's the last strike. This should be all the strikes we need, because there's only 110 total. So, alright, our second strike does not lure any monsters. You spend 30 seconds carefully striking the wall, and we got all the crystals off the wall now. They're all yours. Full 110 crystals. Loot it.
110.
I'm gonna need my cut.
Alright, now keep in mind this is a large party though. With a party of your size, each of you are promised maybe 8 of these crystals each, right? Because the party's so large. So, if you want to push a little harder, you could, but we are actually sadly at the end of our game time, I think, for the day, unless we extend. The party can extend since we have a large group, but we'll have to take a small break if we do want to extend. We've been playing for a while though, so real quick though, you all have been here for 3 hours. That's usually the max duration of time. Those who do want to stay, well, we should cash out because, you know, your character's stressed out at this point. But unless there's no one that wants to, if everyone here is on board with continuing, we can extend for maybe 1 more hour. That's the, I'll say, the limit, because I don't want to keep everyone here too long. You know, some of you it's really late, so.
I would say I would call it a day.
Call it a day. All right, are we ready to cash out?
I got it.
We'll cash out.
I'm ready.
I need my cut.
Am
I allowed to keep my guy at the camp?
Butter sandwich.
Yeah, of course. If you want, no, actually, we have to go back to Tanky to sell all the loot, so to trade it in, split it up. Sadly, you can't keep.
Yeah, but like, it's 8 crystals though, so it's like.
Oh yeah,
I just carry
it's
that.
about the same weight or same value as the silver.
How many people are here?
There is a
Like
collector
silver,
here,
right?
so
1,
they
2,
can
3,
take
4,
they can take
5.
in your treasures too. They only take treasures
Look,
though, so you can't sell weapons or armor.
I give Telvith 2 of my crystals.
Because
Alright. So we'll head out and we'll split the loot. So the entrance, or to get out, it's quite simple. If for some reason you guys manage to not find a way out, I would be extremely surprised. But anyway, your surroundings. North, the tunnel continues further in. East is alcove, and south you see daylight. Right? Which way is the exit?
Yeah, straight south.
I think south. And then
Somehow
and then
people get
I
lost
have
still,
I have some of the map as well that I started drawing out, so I'll post that in the chat for everybody. So you know, if you guys come in, you can see it.
Awesome. Alright, appreciate
I
it.
was literally
Congratulations,
making it in
you guys
Minecraft
survived your
'cause I thought
first
we were
delve.
gonna go
We
further.
explored the entry caverns, or the entry tunnels of the caverns below Castle and Everstor, and we survived. 0 casualties, a few deserters, just 1 deserter I think, who didn't enter the dungeon. So I wouldn't give him a share of the treasure. Let's see. In the end, we ended up with 110 silver worth of treasure, which was all the crystals are sold to the collector outside, and he takes your treasure, gives you silver instead. We'll split it. Retainers will get half shares, and full party members will get full shares. Okay, is that fine?
Wait, do we have to give the retainer shares? Can we just split
Can
it
you
amongst
sell
the
the
main
retainer?
characters?
You have to give them
You
shares,
have to
right?
give
They were party
retainers.
retainers.
I like the
He's not a
retainer.
slave.
Nothing
We
crazy.
sell the retainers. I love it.
So this is their retinue. So I mean, technically you could argue that they might have done not enough to earn their share, but they will be, of course, angered, and maybe their employer too.
Right, hey, how much? How much is my cut? Come again?
So one cut, well, we don't know yet. We have to find out by
Yeah, let's
determining.
just tally it up and then talk about that
So
later.
half shares
There's
would be a
10
one
of us
cut,
in the
and
call
full
right
shares
now.
would be two cuts, right? So most of you will be getting two cuts. Okay, we'll go down the list, and if anyone objects, say so, or wants to give this person more or less, this is the time. So Algar, does the party, are we in agreement? Algar did his fair share of the work, gets two shares, right? So
Yeah.
I'm fine
right,
with that.
Algar gets two shares, Dreven gets two shares. Just interrupt me if you disagree. Faucet's getting two shares. Proboscis is getting two shares. Shalix getting two shares. Telvith is getting his two shares. Elvith gets two shares. Gerald two shares. Selsweez zero shares. Octavius two shares. Yargar one share and Flareon one share.
No, Yargar doesn't want money. He's my grandpa. He doesn't need it.
Okay, you say Grandpa, you don't need this. All right, you're not gonna
And
get
he
a share.
goes, all
Let me see how he
right.
reacts to this because he can quit on you just like players can quit.
He's my grandpa. He's not quitting.
He's
I
neutral
call
about
sit.
it. We did a morale check.
Wait,
What's your
two shit.
charisma?
2.
Me?
Yeah, what's your charisma?
It's low.
Okay.
It's a
Okay, well,
5.
you told Grandpa that you're not gonna give him a cut, and he said, alright then. Well, I guess this is it, my boy. And he leaves your ranks. You lose him. Grandpa,
Hold on. Tell him to hold
We
on.
kill
So
his
how?
grandpa.
Hey,
No, don't
Two
False.
kill
shares.
grandpa. I'm not
Grandpa,
firing grandpa.
he, quits, right? From the party. So
Hey,
he
False.
disbands.
You
He
should
also leaves
give
your
you should
service.
give
Okay,
the
grandpa
other
can
shit
have a
to Flareon.
share. He
How
can have
many
a share.
crystals is two shares?
Well, he's already gone. Grandpa Yargar is already gone.
I just don't want to take a share from everyone else
Yeah,
to
that's why
give to
Cosmo's doing
grandpa.
that, because it will cut from everyone else.
From everyone else. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to split the shares amongst everyone evenly, and then whatever I have can also go to grandpa, like in my house.
Right. He will pay his grandpa himself, so maybe.
Exactly.
Are we in agreement with Grandpa Yarger getting a half share or zero shares? If he gets a half share, he's gonna stay in most likely your
Zero.
services, Faust, or yeah, Faucet. He'll stay in your service.
Worker's worth his wages. If he did the job, he deserves to get something. Sure, that's concerned.
Yeah, he'll get a share, but what? Listen, why don't we just do like this? There's 10 of us in the call right now, like actual people, and if we divide it like that, it's 110 copper to everyone, and then I can split my 110 copper with my retainer,
Right,
and
but you would
same
be getting
with
slightly less. Keep in mind, there's
Telvith.
another retainer, so I understand your
Yeah,
plea.
and
You
Telvith
want
can
to
split
help
his
the other
100.
players, but then you're hurting yourself at the same time, right? So,
Well, Telvis is the only one with a retainer, right? The
nope,
only other
there's
one
one
with a
more
retainer?
retainer.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
Flareon
that's
too.
my retainer.
So,
Right.
it's not a big deal. I think no one really objects toward it. Also, some of these retainers might have done more than some of the players, right? Who knows? At least one of them held a torch up. That was Flareon. He definitely did more than some people did, right? Some people did absolutely nothing. So, I would say, to keep it simple, yeah, just, it's your choice. I'll let you choose. Do you want your grandpa to get a share or not?
Yes.
From the party, at least. You can give him one of your, you can personally pay him, but then this is toward the party. It's getting, because he served the party, not just you. So he's getting a party half share. Let's see.
Right.
Alright, so he will get a party half share. In that case, grandpa doesn't leave. Changes his mind. Okay. In the end, though, that means there's a total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, wait, minus Octavius. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 shares total, I think. Did I count everyone? Did I put Chalik on here? Yeah, I put Chalik here. I'm gonna double check real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, there's 10 shares. So don't count Gallus. He wasn't adventuring with us. Let's see if you accidentally counted him when you did your math. Um, that's 10 shares. That's 11. Or 110 divided by 10 is 11, right? So that's 11 silvers. Per share. So 100. Let me get my calculator real quick. Don't want to get this wrong. Where's my phone? Fuck. Hey Siri. There you are. Okay.
Ain't that like 11 per guy?
So 110 is
Yeah.
11,000 or 1100 coppers. Okay, we'll put it into coppers and then divide this by 10.
I heard 11,000.
Sorry.
That's like
110 coppers each.
110 coppers each, yeah.
That's one
Yeah.
share though. Yeah, that's one share. And then of course the retainers get a half share, so they get half of that. So that's 55 for the retainers, if that makes sense. And the wage is high enough. You don't really have to pay them a daily wage for this one since the wage is pretty good, or the share is good enough. So we'll do just that. So Algar or everyone pretty much here gets again 110 coppers, which is actually enough to also give you one bonus XP. That was 100 coppers recovered, so it's 1 gold worth of XP. So you all got 1 XP for this and 110 coppers. Except the retainers, they got 0 XP for this, and then they got 55 coppers.
But we all got 110 coppers.
Yep, everyone got 110 coppers and 1 XP, except the
And
retainers.
1 XP.
Exactly.
How much copper
Fuck
did I
the
have?
retainers.
How much copper did I have before, GM? That way I have an accurate count.
One moment, I have
To
to. I'm
for
writing this
Algar.
all down right now.
Hey, Algar, how about I walk you back to your house, huh? Let me walk you back to the house, man. Yeah, man,
What the
it's
fuck
getting
is
dark.
going on?
All right,
Yeah,
I
man,
think.
I mean,
So has the game ended?
It's about to end. I'm just gonna make sure you all are paid. I'm writing this down.
Okay.
Let's all leave.
First,
Just have him write it down alone.
first time ever surviving 2 adventures in a row.
Yay! Huzzah!
First time having second adventure.
Congrats, boys. The one adventure I couldn't be in. Oh boy.
Okay, not bad. Not the worst at all, right? Everyone got a decent amount of copper today, monies, and 1 XP, so 1 experience. Alright, so that'll be it. Next time you guys play, you will be able to upgrade your characters, buy new equipment, and such. For those who are who just start playing again, welcome back. I hope you had fun. And everyone else who's new, thanks for playing. Welcome back. Or welcome to the group, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for playing. You guys are free to leave if you want,
Thanks for
or hang
running
out.
up.
All
Ekin,
right.
Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you so
how,
much.
Thank you.
Lord
Ekin, how
Lord
much copper
playing.
did I
yeah,
have?
yeah.
Bye
That'll be the
bye.
end.
Bye.
Bye.
Ekin, can you tell me how much copper I had before I had the 110?
Yeah, sure. One moment. Algar, we listed you at shoot, wrong page.
If you start new, you don't have any money, right?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you start new, you spend all your money on equipment and stuff, and then you have nothing.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So if I level up, I'm gonna be thief tier 2 or
Yep,
still
level
one?
2.
No, no, no. So, well, it depends on how much XP you need to level up to level 2.
Yeah, you didn't
Deep is
level up
Oh,
like
yet.
okay.
120.
Yeah, it takes a good amount of coin to level up.
You need like you basically need to like kill everyone else in the party if you want to get enough XP like fast.
This is actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah, you just have 10 people and you kill everyone else and you get all the like 1100 copper and then that's just 11 XP.
Alright, I found it. Algar, you're at 26 coppers.
Okay, so I'll be at 136.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how
that's
much
what I had too.
XP
I
does
just
it
to make
take to
sure.
level up?
Sorry, what's your question?
How much XP does it take to level up?
What class are you?
Uh, fucking cleric.
150.
What?
150.
So on average, 150 adventures like this, beginner type adventures, you would level up, right? So if you did
Okay.
this 150 times, just exploring the entrance to various dungeons, right, you might level up. But most time, you're gonna have to press deeper than what you did today, right, to level up. If you want more XP, more money, you have to take higher risks for higher rewards, actually. Exploring merely the entrance to a place, finding the first treasure you see, and leaving. Of course, it's a pretty good pull, but it could be better, right? So
Well, I mean, the last 10 weeks, how would you be able to carry?
How much XP do I need to level up a elf? This is the first time I play an elf.
400. Elves need the
400.
most
Okay.
experience. They're the hardest to level up.
Yeah.
Are
Okay.
they like? Do they make up for it
Yeah, they're
in
basically
higher
two
level?
levels in one, right? They're fighter magic
Yeah.
Hey,
users.
what
Yeah.
about thief?
Because as an
Also,
elf, I get to spellcast, and I have
Fighting skill.
I can make 2 attacks. Yeah.
okay.
What about thief? How much
120.
XP?
These need at
That's
least
100.
20.
Thief is the easiest one to level up, which is good.
Very good. Yeah. They're the
Yeah,
scouts. They
okay.
will
But
also
you
die
you
the
gotta
fastest.
survive as a thief. That's the issue.
You just don't
Um,
have to touch the ship.
Yeah.
would I be able to bring one of my other characters out of retirement, GM, or no?
You could. Yeah. Just get with me outside of the game. We're outside of the game right now. So which character are you trying to bring out?
Let me get my notepad real quick, so I can see.
I'm probably gonna get off pretty soon to go eat lunch. I woke up, you know, maybe an hour or two before this game, and I ran it. I haven't eaten yet, so I'm gonna go eat
Oh
soon.
boy. Yeah, go eat, man. Do we have any game today anymore?
Well, I'll run another one later today. So
Alright,
maybe
alright.
I
I'll
might run 3 today.
It would
This was
be
game 1, morning shift. So I'll run an
it
afternoon,
would
let's
be
see.
night
Yeah,
shift game.
yeah. Let's see.
my level
Hopefully, I
two
want to
thief,
be there.
Bullish Love.
Bullish love, you said?
Yeah, level 2 thief.
No, too deep. Let me try to find him. He wasn't killed, right?
No, he wasn't killed.
Okay.
He was in Gavilon.
Give one. Okay. He's been living a very peaceful life, hopefully. Trying not to die so that his player might come back and play him again.
He died.
Yeah. Yeah, because on him I have a masterwork heavy crossbow, 5 silver tipped um, arrows for the master crossbow. Quarrels, there we go.
Can
15
I
regular.
can I curse my bow so it can make flames when it hits something?
Alright, I'll be back. I'm looking for his character sheet.
Damn.
Oh,
I
wait, I'll
mean,
switch.
I'm
Let
gonna
me
be
find him.
honest, guys. We could just like get together one game and just like try to make a caravan.
Yeah, that's what I.
We could just try to make like a little cart with wood.
Yeah, we can do that right now.
I found your character Boleslav, but it does not say he has a heavy crossbow or anything like that.
Oh,
Maybe you got
That
mixed up with
was
another character. Boleslav is indeed a level 2 thief. However, he has little equipment and little money. Evel, do you hear me?
what I have on here is
Level
1 silver.
2.
He's a level 2
Yeah,
thief with 7 hit points. He has 1
7 hit
silver,
points. Yep,
120
1
XP. So you
silver.
might
Uh
have got
huh.
it mixed up with a different character that has the heavy crossbow. But his items
I
are
know. So
clothes.
there was
Oh, go ahead.
because we had found it. We had found it. It was in one of the dungeons that we had found it, and one of the other guys had given it to me um, to keep for him. I just forgot who it was
Well, in the notes,
because
what
I
indicated
had
that
written
the
it
note,
down.
yeah, it's not listed on your sheet, so it's not there. So
Fuck. Okay.
I always list everything, right? I take every note. So
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
sheet of Boleslav, it's got clothes, key, sling, 10-foot pole, knife, bag, bandage, torch, and dagger. It looks like you spent a ton of money on leveling up, so it's got 120 XP, 1 silver piece. So he is indeed a second level thief. But his kit is
Okay.
quite whack.
Yeah. Would I be able to use some of the copper that I have with this character if I put it in my treasury?
If you bring him out of retirement and hire him on, you can upgrade him, right? He would serve your current character, or you could play him and they would serve him, right? So he would arrive
Okay.
and take leadership. So among your, he would
Okay,
become the new
I could do
household
that.
leader, right? So
Yeah.
is that what you're trying to
Okay.
do? So to bring him out of retirement,
Yeah.
though, we do have to persuade him to come out of retirement. So we have to go all the way to Gevelon as your current
Please.
character. So you have to travel all the way to Gevelon. You have to find Boleslav and persuade him to come back to adventure, right? He's a happily retired thief of level 2. If you can persuade him, he
Okay.
can come back and you can play him again. You can switch to him. That's the only way. But there's a chance he can refuse too. So
Okay. Where are we located at, location-wise right now?
we are currently located in Camp Sertanki. Givelon is far to the northeast. It is roughly a 2-week journey northeast. You have to
Okay.
march north around the sea, east around the sea, and then slightly southeast around the sea. Or, no, further east. Just north, east, east. It's roughly a 2 to 3 week journey. About a month travel. So,
Oh boy,
Okay.
we
but the
could
fastest
just
way to get
hike
there,
a journey back to Gavelon.
that's on foot. The fastest way to get there is by sea.
And then fucking kill the campaign 3 months later.
So if you really want Boleslav back, the quickest way to find him is to
Yeah.
make a trip back to the city in the region, or the local town, which is along the coast of a sea. You're gonna take a boat all the way across the sea, land on the eastern shores, cross the sea, land on the east shores, and then travel on foot to Gevelon, which is northeast. When you get to Gevelon, you travel northeast up to Gevelon, right through the swamps and everything, and then you'll get there. From there, you can travel all the way back, take the sea back, and then return to, of course, the current location, which is the western lands, the scorched swamps, far to the west.
That's gonna take a lot of coin. He can sit in retirement for now because that's gonna take a lot of coin to get back
So,
to.
yeah, maybe one day, but for now,
Yeah.
we can build your current character up, and then you can do a sea adventure eventually. Buy some boats,
Okay.
set out.
And we're located in Camp what?
We're at Camp Sertanki currently, which is southeast of Kasrun Ebestor, which is where we were currently at for the adventure. But we're not there anymore. We left. We went back to Camp Sertanki, which is like the closest kind of settlement from the siege camp. The siege camp is not really a settlement; it's just a camp. Camp Sertanki is like a camp slash settlement. It's
Okay.
a rising settlement, trying to become one. All right, it's a frontier settlement. All right, if that's it, I'm
Alrighty.
gonna head out. I hope to see you guys at the next one. If not tomorrow, sometime. We're probably gonna have more games. I'm free this weekend. This is my spring break. I have a 4-day weekend for spring break, so I'm free today. I'm free tomorrow. I was free yesterday, of course. I ran 1 game yesterday, and I ran 2 real life games yesterday. Today I ran 1 morning game. I'm probably gonna run another game in a couple hours from now. Then I'll run a night shift game too. So.
Okay. How many hours from now are we talking?
I would say the next game is going to occur in about 1 hour and 40 minutes, if not earlier. So I'm just going to go eat and literally come
Okay.
back. So depending on how long it takes for me to get food.
I'm ready for it.
I'll run in a
I'm
little
ready
bit.
for it.
So if you're still awake.
Should be in.
Alright, sounds good guys. Hope to see you. Hopefully we can get a bunch of golden glory in the next run. I'll see you.
Okay.